Smart wastes, massive.
No. What are you doing?
Are you leaving Bayern? Or are you fucking leaving?
He didn't even finish his sentence. Will be there, Trent. Real.
Characters.
He ran out of characters,
I've been here for about how many seasons now? 3 seasons. And
Rams will kidnap the ball boy, and Rams will be the guy who like, the champions. Wait. Aren't you a bit old to
This is one of my favorite moments on this stream. When they found a way to write a bigger message on the name.
Can I ask a question to you guys?
I need
Can I
to
say a
match
question?
me in.
Okay, I'm going to ignore what I just said. Can I ask a question to you guys?
Sure.
A quick question. If I'm representing a team at the Club World Cup, should that count as holidays for my work?
What?
I'd ask to get paid, bro. To be honest, I'd ask to get paid.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
so
I think these
was
teams
saying,
get enough money to pay their players.
I work at the office 9 to 5, and I'm being asked to play at a Club World Cup. Should that count towards my holidays?
Yeah, holiday pay, man. Holiday pay, yeah, sure.
Oh, so okay, so it's paid holiday. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right. I just want to say, and we will discuss with shout out to Auckland City FC, man. Shout out to those guys. So guys,
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
so Samasi, if you consider a shot on target against part-time workers, you're going to give up at least one UCL, bro.
One Bundesliga. We can have one.
No. Wait, Samasi, if you allow a shot on target, you're going to give up a UCL. If you allow a goal, you're going to give up all your UCLs.
No.
I'm sorry, you have to. I'm sorry, you have to. So guys, we're here, guys. Look, man, we're going to talk about Infantino, bro. We're going to be about my bold Italian amigo, Infantino. This Club World Cup. Where are we at with it? Do we like it? Do we not like it? And everything. The permutations. We're going to talk about Chelsea's path to the final. We're going to try and discuss Chelsea's path to the final and how Chelsea can try and get that dope, man. Because we all know that Chelsea want to get that dope. And transfer news. We're hearing gyokeres to Arsenal. I'm hearing Nico Williams to Azar, Barca, or Bayern. We're just going to do a roundup of all the latest transfer news up in that piece, man. So, and also our good friend Leroy Sané is at as a Galatasaray. Shout out to that dude, bro.
That's his level. That's his
level.
Bro, you know what? I popped the bottles for Bayern. Even if I'm not a Bayern fan, I just popped the bottles that a brick has left.
Okay.
No. Let's go. So look. He's a bomb. The guy's a bomb. The guy's a complete bomb, bro. All right, so guys, remember, guys, like the video, subscribe to the video. If there's anything you wish to add to the show, feel free to send in a bin scheme of your dubs and your super chats. Helps to keep this channel amazing. And you know what? I have given up Samasi. I've given up OnlyFans. The money now goes towards World Peace. I have no Samasi. That you know what? I've decided that you know what? I can't objectify women this way. So I'm gonna wait for Rachel to release new content very soon, and then I'll resubscribe. All right. I know that's YSK. I know for a fact that's YSK. So let's start with this general theme. I'm going to shout out to Streets. Shout out to Streets. Give me those lights, guys. Streets. Mods, what up, baby? Splash. Hamza, what up, baby? So, general question. Who is excited for this Club World Cup?
Can I go first?
KJ, feel free.
All right, so HH. I paid money to go to 4 of these games, and the reason I'm excited about it is because I live in...
KJ, I will drop another brick, and that will be dependent on how much did you pay for these tickets?
Four tickets, like 1,300 maybe.
Yeah, drop it again. Yeah.
That's stupid.
Wait, what games did you buy?
Can I?
What games did you buy?
Can I?
Okay. What games did you buy? No. I mean, I'm gonna just keep dropping brick. But what games did you buy? What games did you buy?
The two Chelsea games, Madrid, Salzburg, and the quarterfinal game that probably has Atletico Madrid or PSG in it versus Inter Miami, most likely. The reason I'll explain, HH. I live in the US, okay? I'll explain.
Okay.
I live in the US, right?
Okay.
So I don't ever get to watch European teams all the way to Europe. So when I lived in England, I never got.
Wait, sorry. Is it possible for you to increase your mic?
Who, me?
No, I can hear his way. No, Dr. J, just cleanse the wax from your ears and then you can be able to hear him.
Okay, now I turned it up.
KJ, boost up your mic, man, so the doctor can hear you. So go for it.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Better?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
So yeah, I live in the US, so I don't really have the chance to go watch European teams. So when I was younger, I couldn't go to games because I was broke and I was a teenager. So I like it because it gives us the chance to see European teams. The other thing is, right? I was born in the US. Stop that. Anyways,
allegedly, bro. Allegedly.
Is that a brick? That might be a brick, right?
Well, no. But if it might be true. I just don't believe him. But it might be true. But go for it.
It is. Yeah. So I am. Sense. The other thing, because it's an opportunity for us to see European teams, and they actually care about it because of the prize money. I'd say on the other end, HH, it is bad because players do need a rest. But I'll say something else. I remember someone made a point on Twitter, I think last year, about footballers playing so much games, right? I think that what you have to recognize is these teams need to make revenue. But at the same time, they also need to be able to pay these players who ask for outrageous wages, right? Let's be honest. The fact of the matter is, the only way you can pay for these wages is if you're making as much money as possible, logically, right?
And then that's my quick question.
Yeah.
KJ, where is money coming from? Because I read an article that said that the Inter Miami game was like $300, $400, and they had to decrease it because they just were not selling tickets.
No,
so
I think it's because it was who's their opponent? Inter Miami's opponent.
Al Ahly.
Al Ahly, exactly. It's not because it's Inter Miami. It's because they're playing freaking Al Ahly. The rest of the games, if you go on Ticketmaster and StubHub, right, a lot of those games are much more expensive and the tickets aren't as available because people actually care about those games. The fact of the matter is, it's Al Ahly. No one cares about Al Ahly. That's the first thing. The second thing is, I would say, we should care about it because clubs clearly care about it. One, in terms of how quickly they're getting their business done. But two, the fact that they're actually taking competitive teams to these tournaments, right? The fact of the matter is, the quality might be questionable because players are exhausted, and I agree with that. But the fact that the top players are going and the top players are going to play I think does matter in the sense that we have no tournaments this summer, right? There's no international football tournaments this summer. Something for the next month to watch. I mean, AJ, let's be honest. People like you don't really do much aside from football content and watching ball, right? So it gives you something to do for the next month. If you think,
my thing though is now I've just been scouring from there. I don't know what the percentage is, but there's a high number of people that are saying that. Okay, here's the thing. A lot of people that I've seen, I don't know what the percentage is. So I don't care about Club World Cup. It's trash. Here's my question. All of you guys who start, you don't care. Promise me you're not going to watch it when this stuff happens. That's my thing. So football is going to be there available, and you're just not going to watch. You're going to do what? Knit?
That's a dumb logic, though.
How? Jay, explain.
HH, how many times have you had stuff you don't care about on the television?
Okay.
And your point is?
You
keep slandering
exactly. So whether or not we watch the competition we don't care about doesn't prove that we care about it. If you
no, Jay, you can't do that. If you don't care, don't watch. Okay, I don't care, but you're going to watch.
I've seen episodes of the Kardashians. That doesn't mean I give a damn.
Drop a brick.
That's the only thing. That's
yeah. Dr. J, I'm going to beg you. Please tell me you've not watched an episode of the Kardashians.
No. He was examining Kim Kardashian's ass.
Listen to this.
It's fake anyway, so Rachel's is real.
This was in 2014. before I left Nigeria. If you've ever been subjugated to DSTV before, if there's no game going on,
put some
there's no
respect on
internet.
DSTV. Does put some respect on DSTV, bro?
This was before I had.
Wait, Dr. J, can you expand on that, please? Can you expand on that?
This is before I had money to do what I wanted or get the internet. There's no internet at that point. So you going to watch what's on the television. As far as like my ability
2014,
to
there
get it
was no internet.
listen to what
it's massive. I don't know what the guy's talking about. We have fiber. Guys, we've got full fiber. Don't question this crap. We have full fiber.
How would you know? You're over there in your first world country, man.
The point is.
Okay, continue.
If you don't have your, this was before I had my own allowance. I was still at home. I hadn't left my parents' house and so forth. So at that point, I was still a kid, by the way, in 2014. But anyways, right, I still get allowance right now. So I mean,
wait, Dr. J, wait, hold on, Jay, you guys can keep talking. Dr. J, 2 questions.
Yeah.
How old are you, and do you still get allowance?
I'll answer 3 questions.
Okay.
First of all, I'm 27.
27, okay.
Second, I do get allowance.
Okay.
But not
What's that?
Conventional allowance. It's more so if I want to buy something that's beyond my current salary, then I would have to ask.
You know you're a loser if your parents disappoint.
No. Have you ever been to medical school for 6 years? Samasi, how many years did you spend in your medical school?
Your parents did not.
Samasi, how many years did you spend in your medical school? By the way, estou fluente agora em português e falo português fluentemente em 2 anos. Que aprendi uma nova língua dentro de 2 anos.
Okay, what's going on here?
Exactly. If you've ever learned a new language to fluency and passed the B2 exam within 2 years in order to write a medical exam in another language, then you know that you need allowance. That's it.
Drop a break.
No,
it was Portuguese.
Drop it.
By the way,
he put it to the caps as if he was so shocked.
He came close though. They're quite close.
Wait. No, it's not. Italian and Portuguese are completely different.
No, they're similar in ways.
No, it's not.
Of course,
Bro, I have Italian neighbors right next door to me. I know what Italian sounds. I know what Portuguese sounds. It doesn't sound the same, man.
Allegedly. Fair.
I'm sorry, you're over 25.
Now press her again.
Oh yeah. So if you know my story. I'm no longer in med school.
Wait, hold on. Samasi, we all know that you are super rich because we know how you live, Samasi.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure, we know.
Wait, Samasi, and you did all that with your own money? Come on, allow it. But anyways,
hold on. Jay, continue.
So the point is this. Walk with me here. I'm Nigerian. I'm not German. But yeah, I came from Nigeria. Right. So imagine you're trapped in a house where you have to watch television because you're running insane, and the Kardashians are playing on the Keeping Up with the Kardashians. You're going to keep up with them even if you don't care, and it's running you mad. Long story short, we're all going to tune in to watch. Now, how many hours? I'm running mad because Inter Miami are going to kick off against Al Ahly. And we're all going to watch. What's playing? Can anybody tell me what they're watching?
No. Yeah, who's we?
No, Dr. Don. All I'm saying is that, so you're saying by watching, you can still say that you don't care. That's what you're trying to tell me. That's by watching in the Club World Cup, you can still say you don't care. That's where I'm a bit confused.
Let's be honest. If your team won the treble and won the Champions League and they're going to the World Cup, Club World Cup, you're going to watch some of the games, especially when it gets to the end, when they want to clinch the title. That's usually it. Nobody else cares. There's never been hype for the Club World Cup before this. This is the first time we're actually doing a hangout, I think, going into the Club World Cup. So
actually, not really. This is the second time.
HH has nothing else to do.
Now, my flip side
is... No, it's the second time because this donkey had this club in the Club World Cup.
Wait, hey, Gallup, can you name the donkey?
Is the donkey in the room with us?
Wait, Gallup, does the donkey wear shades?
Yeah.
Wow, getting called a donkey on live
hold
stream.
on.
It's like that Shrek guy. That guy in Shrek. That one is Shrek.
The guy.
Yo, someone put a pair of shades on donkey, bro, from Shrek, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That one.
Wait, is that a color thing?
You know, personally, HH.
No, really, that one is great.
Like that, but that's just me.
So who else is with Dr. J saying that like you don't care but you're gonna watch?
Actually, I understand where Dr. J is coming from in that sense because I'm like that.
I hear his point.
You see, I was even hesitant to even come on here because I was like, really, you're doing a pre-Club World Cup stuff. But honestly, the only game I'm going to watch probably is Atletico PSG
and Chelsea Leon.
I couldn't care less. Leon, I didn't even know they
Gatlo, you're watching Chelsea against Leon.
Look, to me, the Club World Cup starts in July when the knockout stage comes because I'm not watching. That's when, let's be honest, this is Champions League light. This is not, all these guys are just here for participation trophy. Like Inter Miami.
Okay, what should mean more? On the stuff, what should mean more? A Champions League trophy or a Club World Cup trophy?
A Champions League trophy.
What kind of a question
is
that?
Just drop the prick for that question.
Yeah.
What kind of a question is that? Drop the brick for yourself, man.
Oh man, that is a
This guy knew the answer and he still proceeded to answer.
Bro, but I'm just trying to move it along because I'm like.
So basically, Do you think that when all this is done, this would be a success and change people's views, or people's views will not change? But like Infantino, you're just being greedy.
Will not change. People's view will not change so quickly, especially now. Like, look, honestly, I think this will make the next season a bit more difficult for those. Like, honestly,
and also, what happens at the end of next season?
A World Cup. You see, here's the funny thing. I think that those who are not in this competition will actually have a good advantage.
Yeah.
Going into next season. Especially with their players.
No, bro. Okay, think about it. If you're Yamal, you are happy. You're not seeing anything. If you're Jude Bellingham, you've got to play a Club World Cup where we expect it to go pretty far. You have to now play a full season where you have to compete for La Liga and Champions League, and you also have to play a World Cup as well. So if I'm England and Bellingham, obviously, unless you're Tuchel's mom, you're going to be worried about Jude Bellingham.
This guy, man. Oh, God, you are unreal, bro.
KJ,
that's true.
Say that he's repulsive. Racism.
No, it was out of context, but that's fine.
No, okay, you see, that's
wait. Sebastian, I don't know what you're laughing at. Aren't you German? Gatlo, continue.
Relax. Anyway, Miss Ice Cream Machine won't understand, but still, looking at this Club World Cup, honestly,
AK, that's crazy. Okay, continue. Gatlo, continue.
Speak on an AK's right.
Oh no, Gatlo, just continue.
Anyway, looking at this
I'm betting on Iran.
This Club World Cup.
Okay, Samasa, you know what? All right, where's the meat button? Continue. Gatlo,
talking about, hold on. Just talking about that. Did you see Twitter and what YSK and J2S put about you, man? Post-war Hangout. imagine HH not like, okay. First of all, let's go to Samasa. How does it feel to lose the war?
That was messed up.
Yo, bring my AV, bro.
Wait, why did you pick Samasi though?
Obviously.
What's it called?
Oh, come on, guys. Not another reference to this.
Wait, can you ring my AV?
No. Ricardo. Actually, no, Ricardo.
Yeah.
Approach this and I'll come to you for Ahmed afterwards. So, do you think, obviously, coming from the South American perspective, this could be something good to expose people to the likes of a Boca Juniors, a Fluminense, a Flamengo, a River Plate, and maybe people will get interested? Or do you think that people are so adverse to FIFA, adverse to Infantino, that they're not even going to be willing to watch any of these other teams from maybe South America and everything, just based on just how this has been sold as a greedy exercise by Infantino?
Yeah.
If you want to know about Flamengo, go to the zoo.
Thank you.
Brick.
Wait, actually, no, hold on before you go.
Brick.
Ricardo, continue.
Look, when it comes to this tournament, I'll be honest, I don't think many people are going to care in the capacity of like, oh, I'm going to watch this tournament from like start to finish. Like it's a World Cup, right?
No.
A lot of these games, well, let's be honest, they're fucking filler games. A lot of these games too, if you live on the Western Hemisphere, bro, it's like some of these games are like during work hours. So it's kind of like,
So you're saying that no one's going to tune into Pachuca against Al Ain or
No,
unless you're like Mexican, you're a Pachuca fan, maybe. Look, reality is the majority of the football fans. It's a very Eurocentric sport. A lot of people just care about the European teams. The South American teams, South American fans are obviously going to care about the South American
Can you highlight
teams.
Ike's comment?
But I genuinely believe like where you come from in the world, you're gonna care. Like I don't expect somebody from Africa to care about a North American team. I don't expect somebody from Europe to care about a Asian team. I don't care. I don't think someone from Asia is gonna care about a South American team. Honestly, what this tournament is their way of combating UEFA's kind of like not monopoly, but because UEFA makes so much damn money off Champions League, FIFA obviously wanted something, and obviously it wasn't. If the World Cup on its own, right, comes every 4 years, it makes a lot of money, right? They obviously want to expand and try to make more money. So how do you do it? You make the Club World Cup, something that's pretty much every year before the World Cup. So now out of those the World Cup cycle of 4 years, before it used to be just 1 year, which was the World Cup. Now it's 2 years. That they
but then, so remember though, sorry. So was there ever a time where you'd have, let's say, a Euros or Copa America, your season, and then a World Cup? I don't think that would ever happen.
Look,
where
honestly,
you'd have like in the summer.
2021, right?
Look, they're just trying. Like the way I see it, they're just trying to fill the calendar. Like even with the Nations League, like why does the Nations League happen every year? That's not a Euros and a World Cup. It's a filler tournament. There's this Club World Cup. It's the same thing. Everything is just revolves around the World Cup and then the continental titles. It's literally what it is. I mean, yeah, look, the trophy does look amazing. The reason why teams are taking it serious is because of the prize money. That's quite literally it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's necessarily. I think it's also a little bit of the bragging rights to be like, hey, we won the first one. But generally speaking, I don't think this is something that people are going to be like, yeah, I won the Club World Cup, the last one or something. I don't know. I generally don't think many people are going to.
Real quick, you have to remember there used to be the Confederation.
The history of the previous Club World Cup is still going to be there, right?
Oh, it depends who you ask.
See, that's my thing though. So, what happens? Is this the first Club World Cup, or is this just an expanded version of the previous Club World Cup?
It's the first new format. It's the first new format.
It's just like the Champions League this year. The first new format. So it's not different.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
There's the thing about
like, do you count European Cup still?
Yes. Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
It's similar.
Yeah. So I mean, this tournament in a sense does matter to a few teams. I mean, obviously not the Saudis, because the Saudis are backed by their government. So I guess some of the bigger European teams, I think it's just an extra injection of money. But like for the North American team, to be honest, the North American teams are actually getting fleeced, because if whatever money they make, apparently the players have some sort of like agreement with their like union, their player union, and they don't get a lot of the prize money. From what I've heard, very little. So the people who actually get the money are the people who actually own these franchises. So a lot of the MLS players are kind of pissed off about that. I think the teams that definitely need this are some of the Asian teams, the South American teams especially, because especially for like River and Boca, who there's like the Argentine league is not doing really well. It's really the Brazilian league that's like doing better.
So everyone gets money for competing.
Yeah, and there's like win bonus.
And then you then get
win bonuses.
You then get a fee by how far you progress.
Yeah. So yeah.
What's up, HH? Can I speak afterward?
And plus 2 million for each win.
Yeah. So there's a lot of financial incentives for certain teams, but like I said, it depends who you ask. I think for the teams like River Plate and like Boca Juniors, like bro, they really need to win the games because it's a lot of money for them.
Ahmed, talk to me.
I can't speak.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
First, I wanted to say, HH, that we need to have a conversation about your geography.
Ahmed, I know I bricked up. Look, it's called insomnia attacks. I go confused.
Crazy.
AJ, can you shut there? I messed up. I effed up. Ahmed, you don't need to remind anyone I effed up, and I make my apologies. Ahmed, you don't need to know. So Ahmed talks about Club World Cup. So Club World Cup.
12 African Champions Leagues, man.
Oh,
you're an African football enthusiast, and you don't know who they are.
Ahmed,
don't
I
know where
told
they
you,
are.
I'm dealing with insomnia and I got confused with the names. Now, let's continue. Gatlock, shut up.
Listen,
He doesn't count North Africans as real Africans.
Ricardo, I am going to, I
we
swear
know
to
the
you,
agenda. We
I'm
know
going
the
to
agenda.
throw this
Someone
Sean
said
to
it,
your
innit?
face.
Someone said
Ahmed,
it, innit? Not
Ahmed,
me.
talk. All right,
is
how do
Egypt
I?
part of Africa or the Middle East?
Okay,
Can
how
we
do
put
I
British
mute
court? Can we
guys?
put British court? Can we put British court?
Ahmed, continue.
I think it's going to be really interesting from a fan perspective to see how big is the gap, because obviously there's a gap between European clubs and non-European clubs. I think it's time to see how big the gap is. Is there going to be an all-European quarterfinals like a lot of people are saying? I think that's for a football fan from me who watches a lot of different leagues. I watch Asian football, I watch African football. So for me, it's interesting to see how big is that gap. And financially, I think it's going to make those rich clubs richer. Al Ahly is going to get richer in Africa. Wydad has a lot of money in Africa already. They're going to get even richer. All the Asian clubs who are participating, they're going to get richer. Now, how are they going to spend that money? Does it trickle down? I'm not an economics expert in football, so I don't know how all that's going to go down. But I think the most interesting thing is seeing, will there be an all-European quarterfinals? Will it be that dominant by Europe? Because usually...
No. I mean, say that, because that's my question afterwards, is the chances for the non-European teams. Because I want to say, because that's what I'm much more intrigued in. And then, again, for me, I agree with you. Like, I just, because even when I was doing the previous, like, oh, wow, look at all of these different teams. And it would just be interesting to see, because remember, the old format, it's like, what, six teams in the old format? It's like, I think is it like, I think
7 or 8.
And the European teams play what, 2 games or 3 games?
2 games.
Semi-finals.
Come on, bro.
By the way, because of that format, Al Ahly are the team with the most amount of Club World Cup games in the history of the Club World Cup. By the way, fun fact for our geography challenged people.
It's
Name names.
all right. So
names.
Hold on. Let me get to Dubinsky's, man. So shout out to you. Actually, no.
I can speak.
Okay. Oh God. Cool. Go for it. Cool.
Thank you, son.
Easier.
Judge, don't.
So Bayern should really take this seriously. They really need to take this. The reason I'm saying this is
let me just talk. Cool.
We need this. We need this more than anyone in that competition. I'm telling you this right now. We can't even spend money to go get Nico. We can't spend money to go get Florian Wirtz.
So Cole. As an African man from West Africa, Bayern need this more than Mamelodi Sundowns or AS Tunis.
What is the chances of Mamelodi Sundowns beating Real Madrid? Is very slim. It's not gonna happen. I'm sorry, but Mamelodi Sundowns ain't winning. They're probably gonna get to the quarterfinals.
What about Tunis?
And Tunis, they're not gonna go far either. I think Mamelodi Sundowns will go to the quarterfinals. I just feel that, like, honestly, if you look at this competition, this is a really good competition for teams like Bayern, Chelsea, the likes of Atletico Madrid to really show a stake, because they really need this. Like, this is something that could possibly, like, help you to get players that has been really impossible to get. Chelsea, I'm going to say this, Chelsea are going for young players. They're not going for proven players anymore. You know, before it used to be like that with Abramovich. Bayern too. So we've really declined, HH. Like, this is a serious decline that's going on, especially with the Champions League. Can I please finish? Thank you. With the Champions League, right? The Champions League, it doesn't offer too much money. It's not this. There's not a lot of money coming out of that final. I understand.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Sheffield is pocketing it away.
What are you talking about?
So what I'm gonna say is, honestly, for me, I think that if these clubs, Chelsea, Bayern, the likes of, let's say, maybe Atletico Madrid, can find a way to win this, it will be very good. But for me, I personally think that Real Madrid, I think they're the favorites, HH.
Okay, all right. Okay, so wait. Let me actually, so let's look at the prize. So I've pulled out the prize money. So I'm going to give you the prize money right now. So, group stages, £1.5 million for a win and 800,000 for a draw. Interesting. So if you make it to the round of 16, 5.8 million. Quarterfinal, 10.1 million. Semi-final, 16.2 million. And if you're a finalist, 23.2. And if you're the winner, 30. Who's good at math? Oh my God! So there's not a good mathematician on this damn panel. Okay. So let's trust it. Okay, look, I don't trust you.
I don't remember.
So Masi,
if show the numbers.
So Masi, if what is it?
Why don't you just share the screen?
Can you say the numbers again?
No. I want to see how good memory. Okay, so I'll say the numbers again. So, if group stages in the group stage 1.5 million for a win, 800,000 for a draw. So let's just assume that a team goes perfect. Round of 16, 5.8 million. Quarterfinal, 10.1 million. Semi-final, 16.2 million. If you're a finalist, 23.2 million. And if you're a winner, 30 mil.
That's like 70.
Wait, is the runner get the
63.6?
No. See, that's so. My assumption is that if you win, you get the 23.2 plus the 30.
63.6, man.
You win, it's about 63.6, but you have to include the participation fees.
63.6.
Yeah, you get fees just for showing up.
How many group stage games are there, HH?
Three.
Yes.
And 70 million, that could contribute like 10-20% of a team's
Yeah, that's like one Havertz. That's like one. Everybody gets a free Havertz essentially.
I have 63.8.
Yes, but if you look at the participation fees.
Wait. If you win, you get 63 mil. If you win.
That's excluding the participation fees.
Okay, participation fees. And how much is the participation fee?
So for UEFA teams, it's between 12 and 38 million. For CONCACAF, AFC, and CAF teams, it's 10 million. For CONMEBOL teams, it's 15 million, but we know that's going to the owners and all that stuff. And for OFC, so for our Auckland City part-time 9-to-5ers, it's 3.5 million.
Is this in euros or pounds? Is this in euros or pounds?
Pounds.
87.
So in euros,
87 million?
it's really
87 mil.
like 87 million pounds. That is. So it's what, 100 million euros, close to 100 million euros?
Okay, but so all I'm saying is that by you winning, if you're a top European team, is the money worth it?
It's significant.
It's over 100 million.
What?
It's about
80 million pounds? 90 million pounds?
It's over 100.
That still seems like a small amount.
100 million euros? Do you know what that is to certain teams? That's like 20-25% for.
Wait, hold on. Where do you get 40 mil fixed participation from? Where would you get that figure from? 40 mil fixed participation.
Is it for every game you play?
You know, I love how guys just pulled numbers from nowhere.
And we all accepted it.
I did it.
For every game you play,
you're the moderator.
a fee, or is it just overall a fee?
Look at your...
No. I'm asking. Okay. Can Infantino just come out with his bolted and just explain how this stuff works?
Look at your soul's comment. 100 million for 7 games. When have you ever made 100 million for playing 7 games in football?
That's not bad.
Exactly.
That's not bad.
Wait, what's the World Cup pot?
It's minor compared to this. It's probably insignificant compared to this.
Yeah, bro. Wait. Just say you think that you win the World Cup for getting money? Heck no.
I think I remember this. When Germany won it, I think Ozil donated his winnings and it was like 400 grand or something like that, 300 grand. Might have been something around that figure. So yeah, when you win it, I think you get a few 100,000 euros or dollars or whatever currency you have. So yeah, you do get a bonus for winning the World Cup, yeah.
So according to a quick Google search, the total prize pool for the 2022 World Cup was 440 million and the winner's payout was 42 million.
42. And how much of that went to the players? No,
42 million
a lot of that is for
USD.
the foundation, though. A lot of that is for the Federal Football Foundation.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not sure.
But like, where did the other 300 and something mil go?
I don't know. I'm not Messi's accountant.
Doing stuff, building stuff.
Are you here to defend FIFA and Infantino?
I have
are you on their payroll?
I have the air quotes on. But my
it's
video.
to help less fortunate kids.
Keep them on. Keep them on.
Yeah, to make the world a better place.
Wait, Ricardo, what you say? You say what? To help the continent?
No, to
feed the children.
To help kids in less fortunate continent. So, namely Africa.
Gatlo, don't you dare sing ever again. Shout out to your boy Nate. Thank you for the dub, man. 1,300 is crazy, LJ. I got two $50 tickets for Miami versus Porto in ATL. Also, imagine Miami gets through and plays against PSG. Oh,
yeah, GG's.
Oh no, but see, now that's why I saw.
You know, Messi might get grouped for the first time in his career.
He's not getting groups.
Their group is ass.
No,
they're going to go.
Al Ali is going to baptize an old goat today.
No, it was.
Al-Ahly's a Saudi team, isn't it?
Yeah.
How many
They're about to cook.
the-
They're about to cook.
I'll go to England go down like that. I'll go to England like that.
Bro,
How many hours in the
Almeidas and
Club World
Porto
Cup?
are gonna beat their ass too. Like,
By the way, Al Ahly's top scorer is Palestinian. Al Ahly's top scorer is Palestinian, man. We move.
No.
No. Wait, hold
that
on.
was
Wait, hold on quickly.
sarcastic.
KJ.
I know it's
Wait,
sarcastic.
quickly. KJ. How did you miss out on the $50 tickets?
I low-key did start buying them in like 2 or 3 months after they came out. So another thing I think is the position of like where you are in the stadium. So the Chelsea game I was initially like a bit closer to downwards, and then the PSG the round of 16 game I'm further up, and then the just go on StubHub and Ticketmaster, man. They tax like hell. And then the Madrid South bought that kind of late as well. So it depends where you are positioned. If you want nosebleeds, you're paying barely anything, and if you pay early, but if you wait 2 or 3 months, you're probably getting cooked. So
Shout out to boy Hamsi. If it's on, I might tune in. If it's two big names in playing, but not going out of my way to watch it or planning day workouts around games from its like normal season. Also, films, shows, YouTube videos. Oh no, look. Let's be real. Pachuca against 95 ain't gonna get much.
There might be some batty Mexicans in the stands, so not really worth a watch.
True. But I think, but you know what it is? I'm gonna have a lot of the games just in the background. Most of the games will be in the background.
You want to know what?
But when Chelsea are in that quarterfinal.
You want to know what it is partly? You want to know what it is partly?
Don't get.
Wait, hold on. KJ and then Samantha. KJ, what are you saying?
So it depends where you're going. An area like Philadelphia and New Jersey, like they have games at MetLife, which is where I think the Jets play, right? There's a lot of Hispanics there, particularly like Portuguese people. So there's a lot of Porto fans in that area, right? And then I used to live in Jersey, so I can tell you about that. The second thing is, if you look at like it's predominantly it's an area thing. So if you look at Seattle, Seattle might be less fans going to football games, but like Philly, Jersey, Atlanta, there's no games in Texas, which is a bit of a surprise. But like it depends on the area, so there's going to be more interest depending on the area. Miami as well, there's going to be interest, but like if you look at something like I think the Madrid games or something, like some games are really expensive, but these games aren't expensive because no one wants to see Al Ahly. And if you want to go see Inter Miami, it's like you can go see them locally. You know what I mean?
Okay. Samantha.
I went on the official FIFA site, and I calculated it's 156 million euros. You can win.
Wait, 156 million if you win.
If you win it all, US dollars, yeah. Plus the participation fees altogether.
Yeah, and we have to remember for some of these confederations, someone made a video the other day and he pointed out for winning the African Champions League, you get 4 million, and these teams are getting 10 million just for participating.
That's
4 million what? That's
no. But you see, this is where I understand the whole Auckland City guys wanting annual leave, because I think that they may be getting paid a lot. You can laugh all you want, but I'm taking that annual leave because, bro, the amounts that they're going to get paid just to participate might actually cover like a few months' wages, man. So is what it is. Shout out to your boy.
A few months or years.
Look, man, I think their jobs are. It depends what job they're doing, bro. Shout out to Brit Fair. Watching Madrid for $50, then getting deported in the parking lot sounds like a great time. Can't wait for 2026. 20K for tickets.
Bro, don't kill me, man. Bro.
That's crazy.
Look, I'm not even gonna,
There are Russian white Canadians, HH.
Okay, Sebastian, thank you.
Yeah, but
all right, shout out to JS. HH, with Messi's dribbling, there's no quick fence. Just wanted to let the streets know it's a clear. Okay, first off, I'd like people to stay on topic and focus on what we're talking about. Second of all, I cooked this fraud all the way through. If you actually listen to it properly, my points are valid. First of all, we're having a part 2. We're having a part 2 of the whole thing.
You got cooked at the end, not gonna lie.
No, you did.
At the end, that's true.
It turned into a therapy session at some point.
We're having a part two. Bomb. Shout out to your boy, Inside FC. Analyst LL, Jesus. Okay, oh my gosh. They're an Egyptian team, clown emoji. You're an EPL match to watch highlights on Twitter for Science FC.
Yeah,
and hold on. Okay, tell me that Science FC, you're a psycho whose parents dropped you when you were an infant. It is what it is. And you're adopted.
Do you say Al Ali are from Saudi because I have Al in the name?
Nope, I didn't.
Wow. Wow.
That's your job. That's your job.
Wow. You need to drop a brick for that.
What?
All right. Okay, fine.
Yo!
Wow.
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
Hey, look.
That's crazy work, bro.
I would have continued with the dopes. KJ, I wouldn't if I don't continue with the dopes. Shout out to Chris Fans.
Alphabet is Saudi.
Man, this guy nearly deceived me. Lord have mercy.
Why's good? Shut your mouth, bro. Alphabet. Get the hell out of here.
I thought it was the Al Ahly. Actually, I thought it was the one who dined with eye.
You know what? Why is good? Get chill.
Shout out to
respect. Mossad agents ref.
My God, man.
Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna do with that.
It was a World Cup qualifier. It was a World Cup qualifier. We were winning 1-0, and then last minute they gave a penalty for a dive.
I had. It's messed up. That's messed up. Shout out to Blaise. The players will be fine. They're literally getting huge paydays to play part-time Africans and Asians.
Whoa.
Who's out that laughed? Who laughed?
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
That was YSK.
What?
Who's out that laughed? All right.
Not me.
Is it Auckland you're talking about?
So, it's better than playing 6 EU giants in preseason friendly. Yeah, look, man. Bro, that money sounds pretty good. I won't lie, bro. Chelsea can do with that 154, so we can fund Isaac.
We don't need that.
Science FC. Pachuca Panenka making fun of the Club World Cup while championing Fatland World Cup run in O2 versus China, Costa Rica, Turkey, Belgium, pre-Golden Gen. World Cup is elite. Mbappe. All right.
Has he ever given a positive?
He's never. KJ, he's been here for about a few years and he's never said one positive thing.
Bring up Sadiq Munawar's comment.
Thank you, Ricardo. Bring up Sadiq's comment.
What?
Yo,
that is
okay. You know what? Okay, you see, this is when guys are just going too far, bro.
Wait, do they play inside as well, HH?
Shout out to
shout out to the border of America, man. They play at the wall, man. It's like
good luck, Saudi green lighting that team. Shout out to Boy Atmosphere. Liga MX viewership isn't top 4 in the world like it was back in the early 2010s. So European teams are getting all the views. Half these teams getting scammed. Do you agree? Here.
To me, this Club World Cup is just to see the European team just dunk slap on all these other guys, man. Let's be honest.
So do you think that the non-European teams are getting scammed at that? This only benefits the Europeans, not the non-Europeans?
Of course it does.
But they get some bigger money for it. So these other
okay. Do you know what the issue?
It benefits everyone.
The Europe, not
it benefits everyone.
It really doesn't.
It benefits everyone.
Wait, hold on, Ricardo.
Look, I guarantee you the European teams are not going to take it that serious up until they have to face another European team. Yeah. And then that's when they'll try.
Definitely.
If they were going to go full throttle against any other continental team, they would absolutely fucking smoke
making spare changes and benefiting everyone, by the way. So just...
No, but you call it spare change, HH, but 100 and what 50 million euros? HH, that's like significant for any European team. I don't know why we're acting like that's small money.
Wait, no. Okay, wait, is it still significant in today's market with fidget spinner going for 100 mil?
Yes, it is.
No, because 156 mil in 2006, crazy. In 2025.
HH, no. Let's be logical, right? Bring up the list. Bring up Deloitte's list of the top 10 or top 20 earning footballers and football teams, and look at what 150 million euros represents as a percentage of their current revenue. It's massive, HH.
Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, Patricio, let me find out Chelsea. we better not lose to freaking Denzel FC. If we lose to Denzel FC, bro, or Matthew McConaughey United, bro. Heck
Wait,
no.
is that an emergency hangout? Is that an emergency?
No. Hamza. And FIFA said they ain't making it every 2 years, but watch them like usual. Also extended to 48. I think I heard that they want no. I read that they want to extend it. No, but this is going to be every 4 years, and they want to actually extend it.
Oh, this one?
Like I said, Champions League lies, man. Like this is just Europe. This is just summer Champions League.
HH, if it goes to 128, bro, I'm telling you, our pro clubs team might make it as well.
No. Wait, of course we're going to be there. We'll be there.
No. You see, I can't. No. Okay, let's be honest. I can't have any English team go and recolonize any of Enugu Rangers in football.
Okay, you know what? All right, Kelvin Sarah. Onana is trash. The only thing he's good for is washing the glazes.
Where is this coming from?
Hold on. Whoa.
Yo.
Is that a colour thing? Is that a colour thing?
Okay, Kelvin, I don't know how you've not turned this into...
He'd be trash.
No, hold on. I don't understand. United are not even in this competition.
Look, let's just... So hold up. Man United dress in all red to scare their opponents, but they should be dressed in all brown okay, you know what?
Yeah.
That's so cringe.
That's just garbage. You see, now he's gone back to being garbage. That's just garbage.
Wait, how is the fake Kelvin? How is the fake Kelvin funnier than this Kelvin?
Lord Lolly knows, bro. Mish, do you think shove guys around has? You know what? No comments, bro. No comments, bro. Shout out to Scott Foster for extending the series, bro. Shout out to my guys.
Like H said, Ronaldo touched me.
But it's fair. Didn't Leon FC get expelled from the Club World Cup? Yes, they still show up on Google as part of the schedule. Inter Miami didn't even qualify. They got selected. Bro, do you know that Inter Miami literally are not supposed to be here? They're only here due to Messi tax.
Right, I honestly thought Anasir would be here too as well. I thought Anasir would be here.
Yeah, if you're going to select Inter Miami, select Al Nassr.
Don't conflate the two things. Inter Miami still won something at least. They were still champions of their league.
No.
But via the requirements, they didn't fulfill the requirements of what was.
I'm saying, they shouldn't be here, but they are more deserving than Al Nassr. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. You can say that. Yes.
Typically, in the Club World Cup, back in the 7-8 team format, the host gets to select who gets there, and the host spot usually goes to the league winner. That's just generally how it goes. And then MLS decided to be different, and Messi tax. So,
shout out to Man City spent how much before the Club World Cup? Bro. No. They're continuing to. They're drilling for oil. They're going to drill for oil.
I need these charges.
They're going to be found innocent. We know this, bro. Trans FC and Drogba and Pogba playing footy past 30. Well, #Zad. You see, he still hasn't posted anything positive. Trans FC, we thank you for your positivity, bro. You see, it's getting fired because your 95 boss saw your fail. Oh my! No, but you know what? You know what it is. But you know. But have you heard the whole story where like some of the bosses have refused them annual leave? That's why they're finding it so hard to get players. Yeah. No. That was the article that I posted. It said well, like they're finding it hard to compete because some players have not been excused from work.
Auckland FC. Is that Australia?
No, New Zealand.
H, we have another German team just dunking on some part-time workers.
HH, if Jonathan Tah lets one goal in HH needs to
bro.
Why do you single out Tah?
Why do you single out Jonathan Tah?
Hold on.
It's a colour thing.
Wait, hold on. Jets, HH, you heard that the new Saudi team? No, that can't be real. Is there something to go on Al Gore?
Stop it.
No, there isn't. Actually, let me just check.
No.
Isn't that a director? That's a movie director.
No, he used to be the VP.
Yeah, he was.
No, it's what's it called? Inconvenience Truth.
I'll go.
Inconvenience Truth.
By the way, in his Club World Cup preview video, he went on to say Mamelodi Sundowns are the only African club. at the club.
I never said this. I don't know what's
Wow, bro,
I never said that. I never said that.
No.
The receipts are out there.
No, okay, so Charles, no. Okay, so Charles, thank you, big up brother Charles, but thank you, bro, doing great work, Charles perspective. Thank you, bro, Charles perspective, thank you. So guys,
AJ, can I ask a quick question quickly?
no. So here's my question to you guys.
Is it diabolical?
Here's my question. Here's my question. And also, I need a diabolical content of KG Talks, bro. Chances that a non-European team wins the Club World Cup?
Zero.
No.
Minus.
Wait, hold on. There's zero.
Plus zero.
No, I hate it.
Hold on. Jace West.
Just a more reasonable question. Will a non-European team make the quarterfinals?
Yeah, that's the
That's possible.
That's more possible than there being a fucking winner.
Will
any
European team lose to a non-European team?
Oh yes, Bayern.
That's possible.
Flamengo.
Bro, wait, hold up. Bro, after that UCL final that I saw, Inter are losing, bro.
I beg.
What?
No.
Christian Schivel?
Stop
Get the heck out of here.
I ain't losing to anybody.
Auckland or Auckland? The name of a shoe.
Wait. So Inter losing to Monterrey.
No, I'll tell you what they're losing to.
Hey, respect.
No, they're losing to River Plate. HH, name a few players.
They're not losing to them.
Manso Tutuno. Wait, Ricardo, how do you say that guy's name? Mansta Tutuno. Manstan Tatuno.
It's not masturbate.
Hold on. Say it with me. Mastan to Ono.
Mastan to Ono. Yeah, Mastan to. Okay, so he's wait, hold up. So he's playing the Club World Cup for River Plate, and then he joins Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Is that Spanish? That is Spanish name for masturbation.
Wait, guys, hold on. Okay, so
what?
Okay, Wiseke. Okay, two questions. Which non-European team goes furthest, and how far do you think a non-European team goes?
Flamengo or Palmeiras?
KJ, hold up. Your name isn't. Wait, hold on. Wiseke.
My fault, big bro. My fault.
Like a British person slapping the black guy for not taking me.
Wiseke. So two questions. Which non-European team goes furthest, and how far did they get?
Flamengo is a good shout. I'd love to see LAFC destroy Chelsea.
Stop it.
It's not gonna happen.
LAFC ain't doing nothing, bro. Come on.
So yeah,
I don't think so.
Flamengo, River Plate. To be honest, bro, every
wait, hold on. Who was in Al Hilal? Who did Al Hilal have?
Mitrovic,
Salzburg.
Neymar is gone now, so
Milinkovic, Savic.
Koulibaly.
Wait, do they still have Malcolm?
yes.
Yeah, they still have Malcolm.
Yeah, I think
what's
so.
his name?
X is not there.
Isn't Ruben Neves?
Marcos
Ruben Neves still there?
Yeah, Ruben Neves is there. Marcos
Yes.
is there.
Okay. So hold on. So you're saying, Flamengo, and you're saying how far did they get? Okay. So who are you saying goes furthest?
I say Flamengo. Goes furthest. Basically any team outside of Trump country and Brazil, I don't see them. they're getting levitated, bro. I don't see any team here that the Saudis. Al Hilal, you know what? Al Hilal is a good shout as well. I think they've got decent players. Although there's some players.
Koulibaly's their centre back.
Wait, for Hilal.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is.
Yeah, and we have no idea who his centre back partner is.
His centre back partner is the guy during the World Cup, the annoying guy who liked to touch on Messi and then touch on Ronaldo. That's his centre back partner.
I think his name is like Abdullah.
And they have, as Ichi said,
Ricardo,
the most technical player in the world.
Oh my God!
Literally spelled that way.
Keeper's Bonu, the Moroccan guy.
So Wiseke, you're saying that there's a 0% chance of a non-European team winning 0%.
Yeah, I'd say so. I say put it this way. I think Dortmund has a better chance of winning than
Japan and Morocco have a very
Okay, here's the thing. Okay, guys.
in any of these
Do you know? Do you know what the issue with the Club World Cup is? This is why what Infantino is doing is issue.
Rubbish.
So when you look at the World Cup, man, that James Rodriguez guy looks good for Colombia. Sorry, you can't buy him. Damn, look at how good that Fallen guy looks. Sorry, you can't buy him. Damn, look at how good that Duff is good. You can't buy him. Bro, one of River Plate's best players, he's now going to be playing for a different team at the end of this Club World Cup. So the issue is that any of the top...
regardless, though.
Yeah,
What?
He was going to PSG. He was most
Somebody
likely
was
going
gonna
to
buy
PSG.
him regardless.
No, but my whole point is that any top players we see for any non-European teams, those European teams are going to be like, oh, he looks good. I'll now buy him. So these non-European teams, you're always going to be fighting and losing battles because you're always going to be losing your very best players to the European teams. Because the nature of club football is that whoever has the most money will have the best players. But for the World Cup, those players are your players of your country, and that's it. You can't buy anybody.
Here's a question.
What's the point here?
Which continent is going to walk away with the worst goal deficit in a single game?
I think it's US.
Waske, annual leave.
You think so?
No,
You think so?
no. My thing is that is annual leave. Are they the only representatives of Oceania annual leave?
Yes, the only.
I believe so. Yeah.
Waske,
Yeah.
that's your answer.
Wait,
No. Waske, guys who have to ask for annual leave who are working part-time are playing against Boca Juniors, Benfica, and Bayern. Part-time players are playing against full-time. Do you know how stupid that is?
25 goals against Man.
What about the Red Diamonds? You heard of the Red Diamonds?
Wait, is that the Urawa Lahua?
Japanese team?
Yeah,
Wait,
the
it's
Red
not a
Diamonds.
volcano in Hawaii.
No, come on.
Oh, they're from Japan.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, the Japanese,
YSK, Urawa Reds they are full time. YSK, these are part time guys who have to ask for annual leave.
Wait a minute.
No,
How do you have a Club World Cup to play, a FIFA tournament to play, and your boss is like, nah, I need you to count.
I heard this name in Disney, Uslan.
Oh, it's not. It's the beautiful game, guys. Come on, it's about opportunity.
Wait. HH. Actually,
Bro,
do you remember
Casablanca
that?
is playing it.
Do you know? Do you know the post I sent you about Bayern Munich working?
Also, remember, guys. So anybody who blames me for that thing in Oklahoma City blames him, and he's the guy that showed me the story.
I had nothing to do with it.
And he laughed when he sent it. So that's what he did to other people.
Multiple times. He laughed
multiple times.
No. You sent me your house, and you said you're worth more than that club, and then you started laughing about them. That's what you said.
So now Zima, come on, Zima, now you're being obvious about how now you've been obvious. No, mobility, bro.
Could you buy that club? Could you buy that?
No, but I was actually looking at the market value of their players, and their highest market value for players. Remember, majority of European clubs, their market value for players is over $1 million, right? The highest market value is 275K, man. That's their highest valued player. That just puts into perspective.
Less than Musiala's wages, HH.
Man said 1.5 months of Madueke's wages, man. Come on. Bro.
Yeah. So it makes sense, and their entry fees around what was it 85 million in terms of
okay. So wait, hold up. Let me ask the panel. Do you think that we should support Auckland City's FC's participation?
Yes, very much so. Like,
no, KJ, don't say yes because you put 1.3K into.
I mean, play the kids, man. Play the kids.
Man.
Have mercy on them.
Wow.
Man, fuck
Yeah, but by the way, they are the least valued squad in the tournament at 5 million, and the next least valued is 15 million.
Wait,
so
who
else
is in that group? Who else is in that group?
Mamelodi Sundowns?
No. It's Benfica, Bayern, and Boca Juniors.
Oh,
they're
damn.
getting
They're getting pesterized, bro.
They're getting sliced.
How do we put this?
They're getting osmosis.
If Benfica played an under-21 team, they'd probably slap these guys up.
Yeah.
Benfica academy players.
They're getting finger blasted.
Whoa, okay. No.
Oh my god,
Oh, that's actually
Ricardo.
That's
Hey,
a
you
yellow,
don't need to do
AJ.
that.
That's a
You
yellow.
don't need to do that, bro.
Well, at
But
2010
Have
World
to
Cup,
take,
wasn't the New Zealand team
AJ,
part-timers?
Have some
this-
29
Nico.
to
No,
5.
okay, okay, so if let's just say it happens. If a non-European team wins this Club World Cup, what does that say and how shocked will we be? Just if it happens. We know that there's no chance it happens.
Mbappe needs to
It's
retire.
a gristle for simple and short.
No,
Just
no,
a
no, no,
gristle
no,
for.
no. I don't think people have deeped it. This is life altering if they end up winning it.
Actually, no, wait, hold on. Good
Depends
question.
on who you're posing
Wait,
on.
good question. Which would be a bigger shock? Greece winning Euro 04 or a non-European team winning this competition?
Probably this.
It
Definitely
depends.
this.
It depends.
Okay.
The disparity is
It
insane.
depends.
If we're talking about,
I don't want to be. I don't want to be that
Okay,
person.
wait, hold on. Okay, Ricardo then Zeman. Ricardo.
I don't want to be that person, but if a South American team wins it would still be pretty amazing. But if it's if it's like a MLS team or none of the Saudi teams, anything outside of that would be better than Greece.
Wait, would we actually be?
Okay, it depends.
Okay, wait, hold on. Zeman.
So if we're ranking it top to bottom in terms of most shocking teams to win it and where they come from, majority of them, the European, you could do it based off like the participation, how much they're getting paid by.
Can you bring up
participating,
Anthony's
right?
comment, please?
Because if you look at the European clubs, right? If you actually look at the European clubs, it's from 12 million to 38 million, right? For the European clubs in terms of barrier to entry. Now it's dependent on certain criteria, like your sporting commercial criteria. For clubs like Man City, if they win it, they get the highest. For clubs like Real Madrid, for Chelsea, it's reported like 30 to 38 million. That's what's keeping you guys afloat. And then if you look at South American, bro, they're earning 15 million. Asian, African, and those parts are earning like 9.55 million. Oceanic is 3.58, man. If an Oceanic club does that, that's part-time workers right there. That's warehouse workers. So it's like you can.
Oh no, Zeman, like what's it called? If it's 1.54 for a win, so if this guy's and also but here's bro, Zeman, part-time workers ain't getting a win, bro. Like they're getting 3 Ls.
Bro, even if you deep it, right? If you actually deep it, right? The difference in the gap between the runners-up and the winners for the final of the Club World Cup is equivalent to the gap in the final for the Champions League final in terms of earnings. So they're really trying to kickstart this, especially for these. What I want to know is for the consistent participators that are from the oceanic regions from North America, how much will that impact them in terms of their transfer influence in their country? Because chances are these guys are going to consistently participate, and chances are these guys this is life altering for them. So if anything, they're here to participate.
Well, Zeman, that's if their boss gives them leave. So
no, but again, that doesn't make sense. Why? If the club is already guaranteed money for participating, why don't they pay them a certain amount in order to compensate for them participating and missing work hours at the warehouse? So that to me just doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense.
That's what happened when you start talking about Oceania.
Okay, so basically nobody. Okay, who do you think is going to cause the biggest shock? Which team will cause the biggest shock? Surprising most people.
Well, in terms of PR, I think it's going to be when Inter Miami loses this opening match.
I think River.
Football-wise, that's not a shock. Football-wise, it's not a shock, but I think for the average person, that's a shock.
Bro, River Plate haven't even been that good this season.
I don't know.
No. I mean, okay. Like, if Al Hilal go far, we can't because look, they have spent money on players.
They have a European quality squad.
That's like come on. That's one. Mitrovic was one of the best strikers in the Premier League. So
yeah, but most of their team is still consists of some Owls.
Bro, no. Here's bro. Chelsea, I'm expecting us three out of three, bro. 3 out of 3.
Wait, HH is Esteban Chelsea now for the club?
Yeah. I think he will be. Messino's going to be there, man.
No, that's what I think he's after. He's going to be at Palmeiras.
Yeah, so he's going to play this tournament at Palmeiras.
It means
No, but he
Palmeiras and
moves
Chelsea.
in. He moves
No,
in.
does
Doesn't he move in July? So what will happen? He'll play half of it with Chelsea and the half of it with
No.
no,
It
no,
was
no,
just
no.
being Palmeiras the whole
He's
time.
gonna end the tournament just like Franco's gonna end the tournament with River Plates. They're most likely gonna participate for the team that they're in right now.
Franco's gonna end the tournament. It's crazy,
No, I mean, look, but I just think, of what is there is. If we're being real, looking at the European spending power, they're not even. They don't stand a freaking chance.
Of course not.
Bro, let's keep it real, man. We're gonna see double digits in this tournament. Let's not lie to ourselves.
Definitely.
Because at the end of the day,
no, like no,
at the end of the day,
Zeman, I'm told it's like that. Those Auckland games, bro. I don't think I'll win the
I'm telling you,
it's not Auckland. It's not just Auckland games, bro. Inter Miami, bro. Messi's about to get. Messi's about to get
Wait, no, hold on. Gatlock. Inter Miami, do they play football full time, or do they have jobs to go to? Gatlock is a simple question.
No, but
hold on, Gatlock. Does Messi work as a club bouncer in the evening when he doesn't play football? Yes or no? Gatlock, that's a simple question. Gatlock, does Lionel Messi work as a waiter in a bar after he finishes training for Inter Miami? Yes or no? Last I checked, I think it's a no. Gatlock, Auckland City, they have jobs.
Okay,
they have jobs.
Can I ask a question?
Okay, you know what? You think I'm lying, bro? Okay, you know what?
No. I want to ask a question. Briefly. Who do you guys think could win? Who do you guys think could win between Inter and Inter Miami? Because those two clubs are filled of retirees. Those clubs are full of retirees, bro.
No, Inter Milan are being Inter Miami. Now they got Jordi Alba right back. Now be serious, man.
They would put 8 past them easily.
Yeah, they would actually. I don't know if people know that. They're not that good.
Okay. So for us, let me read this. Oh shit, I can't even read this. So, all the players have other jobs besides their football commitments.
You fucker. How did you get that news?
So no. Our players have exceptional dedication to football outside of working hours. You see, no, bro. That's why I just stopped. When I read that destroyed me, bro. I was like, you know what? I'm done, bro. Wait. Outside of working hours, I said, you know what?
bro,
Stop it.
It's like an after-school club, bro.
Why? What do you mean? It's like that's what it is. Why scared? And these clowns are playing in Club World Cup against Benfica, Boca Juniors. I mean,
there's a real competition to be had because let's think about it. These guys win the Oceania Champions League every single year. So what does that say about Oceania?
I mean, I don't want to say what I want to say.
I sent you.
Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest.
I sent you. I sent you a picture of one of the articles that I read about this team and its employment struggles, man. There's actually an article that came out. I want you to pull it up. It's an image. It's an image. When I say they're warehouse workers, I'm not joking, bro. This isn't a joke. This isn't routine, man.
Nah, respect 95.
You want to taking the piss, bro. This is crazy.
No.
You're telling me a team will play football and then in the evening go and babysit.
Bro, that's doy, bro. That's doy.
Okay, so going again because we already know the European team. Which non-European team are you most excited to see?
Al Hilal.
Oh, hello, yeah.
Inter Miami.
I'm going
with Miami. Smoke, man.
Was it Al Ali that are from Saudi?
Bro, the Red Diamonds, they're cooking,
bro. JSOS, hold on. JSOS, you know this. I've not looked at the teams. When this guy was talking, I honestly thought it was the.
Why not Blue Diamonds?
Yeah, you thought it was the Mahrez one
from Saudi. Right. I thought it was the AHI LI that was. I didn't realize that was this guy.
I think the MLS teams are the only.
Wait, that's not real teams.
I think the MLS teams are the only one with squad restrictions, right? Like, because they have to fill the MLS roster rules or something.
The cap.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. So they can't, even if they wanted to buy players, they couldn't.
No, yeah. I mean, everyone is saying Flamengo. Everyone is saying Flamengo.
Well,
Wait, hold on.
You know, everyone keeps saying this. They're going to come out in the group now.
Wait, okay,
every time I hear that name, I always just think of the bird.
I know. So Ricardo, so let's go to our unpaid, unverified, unofficial South American correspondent. So Ricardo, what can you tell us about Flamengo?
One of these days, somebody will be a paid correspondent.
They won't. Trust me, they won't. I don't have the money. Ricardo, what's it? Ricardo.
What if the Saudis buy out HH?
Jesus Christ. No, they're actually.
Can you shut the Ricardo.
What? That's a yellow. That's a yellow.
That is a yellow.
No, they're actually having a good season this time around. But then again, I don't know how they're gonna end because Palmeiras always fucking start off pretty shaky and then they end up doing very well at the end. But they are in good form, so that's good for them. I think they're one of the bigger clubs in Brazil, so I think that's why people understand their names. And then Palmeiras too will be up there. The one I'm interested in is actually River Plate because I believe in the Argentine league, River Plate actually didn't do too well this season. Oh, well, they have the Apertura Clausura thing, so like it's split in half. I don't know if you guys understand how it works, but yeah, they didn't do too well. I think Boca actually came second, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, can you like explain that in a truncated version? Because every time I look at the league, I'm like, wait, what is? I see like a split thing, and there's like one A, B, and something like that.
So essentially, how it works, this is to my understanding, because I don't always understand it. Because I watch more so the Brazilian league just because they've adopted the European model. But typically, the leagues that use the two format is essentially you play 2 leagues in 1 year. But you essentially just play like one round. It's like if you were to grab a European league season and just split the games from like 38 to like 19. So the first round would have its own winner, and then the second round would have its own winner. And then if there's 2 different winners, then you'll kind of play like a Super Cup, and that will be the final. But if you win both the leagues, then you're automatically the winner of the entire year. So it's kind of just like a league plus tournament format. It's a little complicated to understand, but yeah, personally I don't like it. But yeah, they didn't do the first half of the Argentine league just ended, and River Plate didn't do too well.
So how far do you think Flamengo will go, or do you think we've not jinxed them?
Well, I mean, they have been playing good. I can't take that away from them. They have been like the thing. I have faith in Flamengo and Palmeiras to do well because they consistently, for at least in Brazil, they have consistently been like the top teams. Let's say in the last 5 years, they've been the top team. And then there has been a dominance in terms of Brazilian teams in the Copa Libertadores. So not necessarily Flamengo anymore. I think that was like maybe 5 years ago. They were very dominant. Palmeiras actually had a good run. But like for example, Fluminense, bro, these guys fell off a cliff, bro. They won the Copa Libertadores, and the next year they almost got fucking relegated. But in terms of the Argentine team, that's the one I'm more skeptical about. I mean, they're gonna have a raging fan base. They will, because I mean it's in America, they're very iconic teams. But I don't think they're gonna do very much just because the money is not in Argentina. So yeah.
Let me take to Dubinsky's man. So shout out to Mastantuono recently got accused of racism.
Yeah, this is
I mean, he is Argentinian. Like, let's keep him up, man. Is that new?
Shad Hurdle.
He's one of
Auckland
them.
FC.
Wow.
Okay. I'm not reading that out. Bro.
Jesus.
Shout out to
Cuckland.
Salam Al Dosari is my outside pick for player of the tournament. Is that a Saudi flag?
Yeah, HH, he's one of the top scorers.
Wait, HH, can you give us the profile of this player?
I want to know whether that's a Saudi flag because I can't see through my shades.
Saudi flag, yes.
But shout out to Dosari, man. Shout out to Dosari.
I mean, didn't he dunk on Messi a few years ago?
mean?
I prefer Gold Cup and Club World Cup will happen at the same time. Well,
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
With the riots happening, Gold Cup is looking a bit sketchy.
Wait, we Pochettino get
No, people do. Okay, if a top European team doesn't rest players, so they can rest until August, then complain about later on about injuries, they should get no sympathy. Oh, okay. Here's my thing, though.
They should play the kids until
the teams can disagree to this. The teams can disagree.
No. So hold on. Do you think every European team are going to play their full strength teams all the way through?
Can we be honest? Can we be honest? How much in the group stage, how much European sides are going to need their full team in order to defeat majority of these clubs?
Wait, so you're saying Auckland can do something? Auckland can do something?
Bro. When you're facing Blood Diamonds, like, what do you like? Let's keep it real. Like,
no, did you not answer this? You see, now I'm praying for an upset against
There's
Europeans.
not going to be an upset.
There's going to be an upset, man.
Zeman, that's why I'm praying. No, Zeman, of course I don't know, but that's why I'm hoping for it, because I know how funny it would be, but I know it won't be.
In international football, there's a chance of upset because you have who you are.
There's no chance.
This is different, bro. This is different.
Like, the gap here is ridiculous, bro. There's no chance.
Iceland versus England.
Bro, we've seen San Marino and other
teams of part-time players.
Nigeria.
Real quick. Okay, who wins? San Marino or Auckland City FC? Who wins?
San Marino.
San Marino.
No. That's a close game, man.
Yeah, it is a close game.
By the way, if the Saudis buy out the channel, will it be L?
Wait, Ahmed, we're saying.
If the Saudis buy out your channel, will it be L have hope?
Yes, and I would happily sell out. Okay, because my plan is to retire in Nassau with some pina coladas. Shout out to boy Abbotsford. Shout out to boy Abbotsford, man. Inter Milan make the final, then lose. No.
I dare them.
Abbotsford, after that UCL final, I don't even want to look at Inter, bro. I don't want to look at
No.
Actually,
we all are.
I actually want Inter Milan to face Al Hilal because it would be hilarious who wins that game. Since Inzaghi is now the manager.
Bro, Inzaghi, bro. How do you get baptized and then dip and then get paid the best in the whole world? That's amazing. That's amazing.
That's what you call filling upwards, man.
HH, do me a favor. If you have some time later on, look at Al Hilal's possible starting 11 and look at Inter's possible starting 11. I'm not joking when I say this. They probably do beat them. Like, Inzaghi might have upgraded.
Sure. Transfer. When's Kenny versus Cage debates on slavery? Okay. All right. We're not doing that. So what's it called?
It's a new lore.
So Zeman, let's talk transfer real quick. So Zeman, what's this about Nico Williams?
Are we going to talk about Leville?
Oh, it's
yeah, of course, yes. This is all transfer. It's all transfer. So talk to me.
Apparently, his agent came to Deco and he was talking about apparently he went to Bayern first, right? And then he told Bayern you're gonna have to pay up 20 million a year for me. And then this guy went up, and then this guy 3 days afterwards he went up to Deco talking about he's willing to negotiate his less wages, which is 12 million a year. And to be fair, at this point it's just rumors. Deco he's obsessed with Diaz for some odd reason. So it's not even guaranteed that he's a first target in terms of the left flank.
So if you're Nico Williams, and it's between Barca and Bayern, that's really Arsenal.
You should go to Barca.
Bayern. In terms of, I actually disagree with the video that you made in terms of Barca, because you said that Barca have two wingers, when in reality, Rafinha isn't an out-and-out winger. He's not a winger.
No. But my thing, though, Ricardo, shut up. No, it's not. But my thing, though, is let's say Lewandowski stays and is a striker, and you have a guy like Rafinha who has cooked. I know that's not his natural place, but he has cooked there. Is Nico Williams going to be a guaranteed starter at Barca or Bayern? Which team needs him more, Bayern or Barcelona?
Okay, no. Let's go.
Wait, hold on. Zeman.
I know you're looking at it from that perspective, but from the Barca perspective, the only out-and-out winger we have that's actually good in 1v1 type of situation, the only winger we really have is Yamal, and that's it. You don't have any other winger because Rafinha is more of an inside forward. He's more of a poacher than an out-and-out winger, and we haven't had a left winger in a long time. Like Balde, we're asking Balde to do majority of the flank work as a winger. So in terms of squad needs, I would say we need him. In terms of starting lineup and where he would fit, I could see your argument, but again, it's these guys are going to be playing 60 plus games, and you're sharing it between three wingers. It's not entirely outside the norm for a team for us to need a player like
no. So I can ask it. You're advising Nico Williams, which would be the best place for your clients?
In terms of best place, it would probably be Bayern because Bayern don't have out and out like anybody else on the left flank that I could think of. In terms of fit and already knowing the players around you and already having a sense and a feeling for the club that you're playing for, what the type of players you're playing for, I would say Barcelona in that perspective. So it's just dependent on where you would want your client on. You want your client in an environment where he could grow and already have a supporting cast that he's used to and he could thrive immediately, or do you want your client in the Bundesliga where he's going to get more game time? Because I don't think Rafinha is a 10. I don't think he's a 9. I do think he's an inside forward from the left. But again, can you guarantee him consistent game time? My only problem is your whole idea of Barca doesn't need Rafinha when we only have one winger.
No. But no, I think no. Bayern need him more. Barca need him, but Bayern need him more.
Yeah. I could see your argument for that. It's just the reasons why we need him.
So wait, saying, should you go all out for Nico Williams and pay up or?
Bayern are embarrassing themselves right now. They're getting rejected right and left, and Bayern need the left HH. I was starting the winger if Bayern doesn't. Bayern is Serge Gnabry, who's overweight, old, and
don't fat shame Samasi. Don't fat shame Samasi.
He's fat. I know he's fat. He's
so overweight. He stopped.
I thought that was Sonny.
Wait, hold on. So what's it?
Whoa.
Wait, hold on, Samasi.
How did he just said? He just said that he thought of Sane.
Wait, no.
I thought
wait. Samasi, how did Gnabry get so overweight?
I don't know what happened.
Donna, come on, German Donna.
They gave him
Wait, hold on, Smasi.
HH 2020, he was maybe the next to Lewandowski, Neuer, and Müller. He was
he cooked. And how much better was Lewandowski than Gnabry last season? But that's for Devin Congo.
Since we extended his contract,
you're so shameless, man.
Since we extended, here's the lightest. Since Bayern extended his contract, he has been overweight. He hasn't been playing great. HH, I cannot wait for the day when next summer his contract expired. Him and Goretzka, I cannot wait for this day.
HH, can I speak on this?
I'm so desperate. HH, they would overpay for Nico Williams. They would give him the money he wants for his wages. That's how desperate. But Nico Williams wants to play with Yamal. First of all, he's such an annoying little kid. He can be happy he's 17. But I get it. He's Spanish.
Wait,
he's
what?
Spanish.
Excuse me?
He wants to play with his friends, so I get it.
What's wrong with wanting to play with your amigo?
Is this a color thing?
No, it's not
don't
the
be
color
mad because
thing.
Harry Kane's friends are
I get it, okay?
Samasa, you can just say the N-word if you want, by the way.
What annoys me, he wants higher wages for Bayern.
Bro, I gave it the N-word pass.
This guy is
Whoa, how's that a red? Nah, that's fake. Can you go to VAR?
There's no VAR, bro. There's no VAR. Sebastian, continue.
So, you're not getting Nico
Wait,
Williams.
Smashy, he gave you the pass, you can say it.
No, Sebastian, continue.
I'm not saying it. I'm not an idiot.
Bro, Kristaps said it.
She'll say it on mute.
Nico Williams is going to Barca, let's face it. Bayern should just buy Leao, and that's it. Just buy Leao. Because he's the only person.
Wait, hold on. No. Sorry, hold on. Wait, Adaj, you didn't know you were wearing... Back up. So, Adaj, why were you wearing shades to begin with?
I came from outside.
He's doing an HH. He was doing an HH.
Okay, do that. Okay. So, Smasi, you're saying that you are willing to overpay for thingy, Majay.
If Nico Williams wants to come to Bayern, just pay him the wages he wants. Bayern are desperate.
20 million? You're
You
willing
can
to
do
pay
better
him
than
20
Nico Williams.
million?
The guy's a scrub, man.
Hey, just can I
We're a
throw
better
one-
wing.
Wait, hold on.
We're a better
Abdallah,
wing.
Abdallah, what's better than Nico Williams in the market right now that Bayern can get? Left wing.
Left wing.
Yeah.
Ooh, specifically left wing.
Yes, specifically left wing.
It's
about
so
to say
bad.
something.
No, Abdallah, who?
Eze.
Jadon Sancho.
Eze.
Wait,
Sanchellini.
He doesn't play left wing.
Sanchellini.
No, George, drop like 5. Drop like
In
5.
2020,
No,
in 2025.
Damn bloody fool.
The grill.
KJ, what is this because of Nico Williams? KJ.
Yeah, HH.
Really?
Before you guys start talking about that wages, HH, could you do a favor? Could you go online and write a Bayern capology and bring up Bayern's wage structure? It is one of the most diabolical things I've ever seen in football. You guys are talking about Nico Williams. Nico Williams 20 M's a year. Nico, you think Nico Williams 20 M's a year is bad? Go look at that wage structure. Go look at that wage structure and then come back and tell me why you think that's incorrect.
As a professional pocket watcher, that's crazy work, man. 20 M's for that guy. 20 M's.
Wait, hold up, Ziman.
How much is that?
You're a professional pocket watcher.
Yes,
Go look
20
at that
M's.
wage
I
bill.
watch pocket.
Check out Bayern's wage bill. Go check out Bayern's wage
Because
bill.
Barca's broke. Just because
HH,
Barca's
the fact of the matter is,
broke in your own pockets, bro.
So actually, no. Okay, let's hold on. As a man, should you pocket watch another man?
Yes, if he plays for
but-
your club.
No,
bro. That guy.
no.
Ziman, you're messing up a guy code. As a man, you shouldn't be pocket watching another man.
Wait,
Hold on, Ziman, explain.
What you need to understand is when clubs go for players, when they're thinking about going to the market, the first thing they think of is how much cap do we have in our wages. So when you see a bum or a guy that you don't rate that high earning a lot of money for your club, from your club, to the point where you can't go to the market and make moves that you need to make, I'm sorry, like, of course you're gonna pocket watch. Of course you're gonna get paid.
You did say rip up Werner's contract, AJ.
If a guy,
That's different.
Imagine like
A brick isn't a human being, so.
At Chelsea, right? Imagine at Chelsea.
He would be your best striker, by the way. He would be your best striker, man.
Ziman.
Imagine at Chelsea, you hear news, and it's like it's reliable source saying that Chelsea are going to go for a striker because Nico's earning like 350 million. Jackson is earning 350 million, and your club is not going to go for another striker. That's what happens in majority of clubs. They look at the wages and they try to find.
Okay. Yeah. KJ, Nico, go for it.
So my thing is this: as you said before, you asked who is on the market, and if you want to bring up like the list of wingers in that position, the list isn't particularly long. If you want to look at, let's say, players that are as close to ready-made as you can possibly find, him and Liao are the outstanding candidates, and they've shown something at a high level, right? So it's not about what we think of these guys as players. It's about what's available, right, and what can improve Bayern from what they currently have, and what they currently have. Because what they currently have is rubbish, right? You were talking about Sane being a scrub. Yes, they should have let him go. They should have let him go because he didn't deserve an extension, right? And Galatasaray got he could probably dunk in that bum league, so it's fine anyway, right? The fact of the matter is, Gnabry is not it in 2025, so they do need to find an alternative to that. The fact of the matter is, they could go back into the Bundesliga and possibly look at in the lower leagues. In the lower teams, they tend to find wingers there, but I don't think there's any outstanding. The fact of the matter is, they do need to go and look at, let's say, the top of the European table as far as wingers that are available and that could increase their level right now, because they didn't have a.
So I'm trying to. So these are the left wingers out there. So Vini, Kivicha, Rafinha, Leao, Nico Williams, Barcola, Luis Diaz, Cody Rhodes, Anthony Gordon, Martinelli, Alex Baena, Jamie Gittins,
Going to Chelsea.
Doku, Rashford. Erenge Yildiz. Mitoma.
No.
And how much of these are rated?
About the man in the mod.
Mitoma is 40 mil.
The man in the mod.
Mitoma's not.
Abdallah, don't let me bitch slap you, bro.
The first thing is Mitoma's not good enough. The second thing is Barcola's the outstanding candidate there, but he's not for sale. So after that,
I
who are you
wish.
looking at?
Oh no, that's what's like. Yeah, you have to see. If you're banned, it is what it is. Like let's put it. Nico Williams can stick you because see, Bayern need Nico Williams more than he needs them.
Can I tell you this?
But majority is that.
Wait, hold on, Smassy.
I'm gonna tell you so. Last season, our sporting director wanted to buy Olise and Due, both of them. The board didn't want to give him the money for both, so he just bought one player, and that's Olise.
And why is that?
I blame this board. They didn't give our sporting director the money, and now we're in
Didn't
the
Due
shit.
want PSG? Didn't Due pick PSG over Bayern? Wasn't that it?
He did.
No,
He did.
Really should be perfect for Bayern.
No,
Let's
he
keep
picked
it
Bayern,
perfect for you
and then
guys.
the board said, no, you
Selassie.
cannot buy both players.
Selassie,
So he
really
went
should be perfect for you guys. Perfect.
Okay, well, let me just because I want to get a pop. Let me just get some of the dubs. So most of the dubs I won't be reading out.
Why not? Why not?
Wing did send
I didn't like, bro. I don't care. I'm not reading that out.
Come on.
Wing, I'm not reading that up, bro. I'm not reading that up, bro. What if I got ducked by Serie? What happens? What if I got body blue? Okay.
We need to DNA test the world.
All right. What if we actually caught? All right.
Oh my God,
Actually, hold on. And that's actually yellow. And that's actually yellow, bro.
Wait. How is it yellow? And then the...
Okay, you know what? We're never doing that. Smash ignore it. Smash ignore that. Smash ignore it.
I don't do white.
Okay, what if? Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Okay, just keep going. Just keep going. No. Don't respond. Don't respond. What if I run out of money to? Okay, what's going on? I'd probably have an OnlyFans if I were. Okay.
Oh my God, Wing.
Abdullah, are you alright, bro?
Hey, Abdallah kind of looks like Kyle Walker up close.
Oh my goodness.
He does a resemblance.
Oh my goodness.
Abdullah, I resent the how funny you're finding this trash because it's funny.
That was great, man.
Hey, can I ask a question?
That's good.
What colour is the wig?
Jace was don't
What colour is your wig?
It's red, man.
Adash.
Sexy red or something.
Wait. Okay, so Adash. Is Labille going to lead Monaco? Is Labille going to succeed where Mbappe, Bernardo Silva, and all those guys failed back in 2017 with Monaco?
This guy is.
Hold on. Adash.
You have to taper your expectations with Pogba because he hasn't played in a long time, coming off injuries, the suspension. We don't know like what type of shape he's going to be in, and even his last stint at Juve, he wasn't that great. Like
Barely played.
Yeah, he barely played. But he wasn't that great in the times that he played. So, what can we really expect from him? Like coming back?
Okay, Adash, I'll tell you what we can expect. I was hard done, boy, and I'm here for vengeance. I've got something to prove. And Adash, what happens next summer? So there's now a great motivation to go into next summer playing at a very high level.
Yeah, he has to hit the ground running though. So
yeah,
it's a big summer for him. So he has to come out ready to play.
So how well do you think he does at Monaco in your view? How well do you think he'll do?
The French league, like okay, they'll embrace him because he's a French player, and if he's like concentrates and has his head on straight, then yeah, I think he can do decently well. He was actually linked to my local DC United for a while there. That's why he stood on the sidelines and waited for Monaco to pick him up.
And also,
yeah, Wayne really played for DC.
No. Speaking of DC, what happened at DC if you asked today?
Oh man.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Counter-protest.
Shouts North Korea and China and Russia and all those schools, man.
What?
Yeah. Connected to the dots. Abdallah, Pogba, Monaco, what were you saying?
I would say that's a decent move. But what are Monaco really gonna do? They might have like a decent cup run and probably solidify
But they've got Labille. They've got Labille.
Yeah, but who's their manager? Who's going to be their manager?
Doesn't matter. Labille doesn't need a manager, bro.
That's what I was hoping.
Adi Huta's a decent manager.
I've never heard of him before, but I was hoping
because you don't know more. Makes sense.
Wait, no, Abdullah, bro. There's no space. PSG literally should have the best midfield. What?
No, as like competition for places. They're in like four.
I think Vitinha would laugh if he saw Pogba trying to take his place.
Wait. What do you say? Wait, hold on. My name is. Can Vitinha show his World Cup medal? Does he have one? My name is. Does Vitinha have a World Cup medal? Does he have one?
Tell him put his World Cup.
Does he have one? Yeah, tell Vitinha to put his World Cup medal on. Tell him to put his World Cup medal and his under 20 World Cup medal on the table.
And I spoke with
I'm not gonna lie, man. This is
World Cup or UCL? Which
he played
do
in
I
the
pick?
final against a trouble-winning
UCL. One is 6 week.
Which one do you pick?
Really?
Really?
Come on.
No.
UCL.
Wait, hold on. My name is Pogba. Monaco. What are you saying?
Nah, he'll be like a decent French league player. You know, like a decent French league player. He'll probably, but don't expect too much from him. He's not going to get back to like the world class, like elite levels that he was before. He'll be a decent like player. You know, Coupe de France maybe, but. Guys, stop hanging on to the 2015 highlights on YouTube comps. Like, don't get me wrong. Those videos are crazy.
Monimist, don't you dare reduce Pogba to a highlights mention, bro. Don't you dare.
No.
See, I hear when guys do this and everything. I think, Monimist, are we now going to just disregard just how ridiculously talented this guy was at his peak?
I agree. He's probably, after Neymar, the most talented player of that generation.
On his day.
No. I know
up.
he's on his day merchant, but at the end, he's still ridiculously talented, and he killed his own career by going back to Man United when he should have just stayed at Juventus. But like, I don't know what you're expecting from him. He's not going to be a world-class player that he was before. He'll be a good player. He'll have some good performances, but like
no. But
don't expect the world.
That's why I'm happy that Monaco are in the UCL because they finished third, so they're still group stage. That's why I just want you to prove all you guys wrong. I want to prove you guys. Okay. So hold on. Let me ask you this: does he make the World Cup? Does he make the World Cup squad?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. I don't think France have elite midfielders in his position.
Yeah,
I think
what Mama's boy?
Yeah, Rabiot, Kone,
there's no one there.
But we know why Rabiot's there, so let's keep it there.
No, he can play World Cup, but like, listen, if you're hedging your bets on him performing at the World Cup, I could see that happening. Like that is more likely than him becoming an elite club level player.
This guy's going through his James Rodriguez like moment, bro. Let's be honest. The guy's finished at the club stage, man. He's out here just waiting for
that. No, man. That's why I wanted to prove all you guys wrong. Wait, actually, hold on.
Crazy.
Can I get a pro Pogba guy on the panel?
Actually, I am.
I'm not being disrespectful.
I am.
Hold on,
based on your track record, bro, you're going to take another L.
Wait, hold on. Okay, I'll come to KJ. Monamis.
HH, at the club level, let's say he has a good season at Monaco. At the club level, who's going to take him?
No, but here's the thing. Okay. No. This is what I believe.
Inter Milan.
No. He knows that timeout and where teams are gone.
That's a yellow card, man.
So Monamis, you're saying that there is no chance that he performs to such a level he could make a big time move in the club game. You're saying that can happen?
No, definitely he can.
Yeah,
he can still ball out at the World
32,
Cup.
bro. There's a league where he'll be the youngest player in that.
Godlock, stop.
Let's be honest.
Godlock, Mitchell.
Signing.
Gatlock.
Just sign somebody 8 years older than him that has his marquee signing, bro.
Gatlock. When I said Pogba's moving to an elite team, I wasn't talking about moving to a league where Scott McTominay won MVP. I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about an elite team.
Let's be honest.
Hey, look, man.
35, man.
Make sauce bold, man. He's still bold.
There is no elite team.
Imagine Pogba
Inter Miami
sport.
No, okay. So KJ, what are you saying? Pogba, what are you saying, bro?
First of all, before I start, AJ, stop guessing that dead league that Serie has, right? The second thing is, AJ, Lapioche, as of the one test just yet, but he is one of the what's it called? One of the weapons in the war against
Yes.
He HH, first of all, talent doesn't die. Second of all, I think France suits him very well as far as playing in that league. But also clearly, Monaco are a team in the Champions League, as you said. They're a decent team. They're probably going to lose a few players this year, like Akliuch and stuff like that. But they have quite a good manager, and I can see him being very successful. Like, how do I compare this, AJ? He's better than Rabiot, that's for sure. And if you see the impact Rabiot made at Marseille last season, right? I can see Pogba doing a similar thing for Monaco, right? Whether they'll compete for the league, okay, there's no competition, but compete for second with Marseille is probably what the what's it called? The ceiling for this Monaco team. If you're talking about the Champions League, they could probably they can do like a quarter. No, most likely. But HH, we all know what we all care about is 2026. The fact of the matter is, HH, if he has an above average season, even an average season, Deschamps is giving him that.
Yeah, 100%. Because Deschamps is very loyal.
And we need that. Yeah, we need that. For football, we need that because he can't go out the way he went out. We need that. I need that. I need to see that. So yeah, I think he definitely will make 2026. I hope the Monaco deal happen because they're still in negotiations. He might ask for a crazy figure, so we can't say it's definitely happening. Hopefully, yeah. That's all I care about.
Here's the thing, though. Pogba for me, he was a generational talent. He was one of the best in his generation, along with your boy Verratti. As much as I make fun of
Marco, and Zard.
Don't compare them. Don't compare them.
Okay, relax.
Respect Pogba.
Respect Pogba.
Don't compare him to
Actually, to be fair, man, Verratti was talented. Let's not joke around with his name a little bit, man.
Mohawk, Mark Noble.
But going on to it.
Wait, you know what? Hold up. Where's that slap, bro? Money miss.
That's nasty.
Ziman continue.
At least Mark Noble led his team to European trophy.
But going on to it, man, Pogba, bro, he's on his day merchant. So I could see why you guys are trying to guess up him arriving to the World Cup and changing France's whole setup just by being a creative outlet for them. And I get that. Everyone wants him in 2026. This guy. Are we sure he still has the capabilities and the functionality?
Yes.
Let's be honest. How long has it been since he played competitive football?
But man, he will have a good highlight reel at the end of that season.
And not to mention
that counts for something.
It's something.
Not to mention. Well, with all due respect, Monaco are trying to assess. they're trying to get a team of the crippled, man. Let's be honest. It's Pogba and Fati. Shout out to Fati, man. They're both going to be in the same team. You know that, right?
It's now you're just trying to be negative, right?
No.
AJ, can you imagine Pogba playing a through ball and Ansu Fati pulls his hamstring trying to run after it?
Hey, relax.
Okay, wait, hold on. So one minute. Wait, hold on. So we're hearing. Okay, and KJ, I think actually this is where I'm pissed off. Mm-hmm. So, Monemes, how come you get Gyokeres and we get EastEnders, aka Coronation Street?
Easy. First of all, I would love to have Delap. I would love to have Delap at my team. I think Delap is the world's best striker.
No, you wouldn't.
In my honest opinion.
Okay. Well, by the way, are you happy? Would you happy with a swap? If you had your Chris, would you swap your Chris with Liam?
No, I think Liam's too good for Chelsea, so he has to be at Chelsea. Chelsea's like perfect fit, so he's got to be there.
He's the next Harry Kane, apparently. He's the next Harry Kane.
No. Okay, but hold on. Okay, so do you think that you'll get the Gyokeres deal done?
Edge. Gyokeres wants to come to Arsenal. Berta wants him at Arsenal. The fans want him at Arsenal.
And he's gone on strike.
But there's one person that doesn't want him at Arsenal.
Yes, Gatlock. Pull up my AVI.
Oh,
there's a certain man.
The terrorist.
Who works at Tesco's that Mikel Arteta loves. You know.
Okay, you know what? This might actually turn Arsenal fans. If he picks Benjamin Tesco over Gyokeres, he has to be sacked.
That's not
get both. They might get both. You never know.
No, we're not getting both.
They're not getting
Okay, so wait. Is there a possibility you can get both?
No, I think it's too much money, and we also need a left winger, so we're not going to get both. But the board want Gyokeres because he's cheaper than Sesko. He's going to be cheaper than Sesko in terms of wages and price. Berta wants Gyokeres. The fans want Gyokeres. Gyokeres wants to come to Arsenal. Gyokeres even told.
Hold on. Wait. How much is Tesco?
Tesco would be 85 million
euros.
And Gyokeres is 60.
75.
60 to
that's
70.
Sporting are asking for.
To be fair, I get
No.
it.
No. Wait, hold on. That's the thing, though. So, Gyokeres and Sporting agreed on 60. Now they're raising the price, and it's now going on strike. Because they had like a gentleman's agreement that, hey, 60 mil, I can leave. But because they've raised the price, he's now saying, okay, I'm going on strike.
Gentleman's agreement hype, man. You see, they did that to Kane, bro.
Like, no. See, there's something that shake your hand. That happened in the Wild West. Not in 2025, bro.
Dude. Can I say something?
He went on the phone. Amorim tried to call him. He hung up the phone. He's like, Amorim, don't call my phone again. I don't want to go to Manchester United. He literally...
No, basically. My thing is because obviously you can see the caller. He looks at his phone. Amorim. Another thing again. So what's it called? Block all calls from Amorim and everything. That's what they did, bro.
AJ, he picked up the phone and said hello, then he put it down and said goodbye. He wants to be an Arsenal player, and everyone wants him to be an Arsenal player. But there's one guy who loves Sesko so much. And I
goosebumps.
It's the goosebumps. And I don't think he likes Sesko that much. I think he wants Sesko because he wants to bring in a striker who's good enough to sit on the bench, because deep down, he still loves Havertz.
Wow.
Because, you got to think about it. If you bring in Gyokeres is not sitting on the bench for Havertz. No way. But Sesko could sit on the bench for Havertz and no one will bat an eyelid at it, because Havertz and Sesko are the same level. They're literally the same level.
And he's as lanky as the guy.
Yeah. Sesko's what's it called? Ransom Lance, right? You said. Yeah. Ransom Lance literally said Sesko is basically a fast switch Havertz. Like, he's a quick Havertz. They do the exact same thing. Hold up, miss sitters. Like, the day I knew I never want Sesko at my club, we were linked to him.
Slovakia.
Then he went to the Bernabeu and he played against Real Madrid in the round of 16 and missed 8 1v1s. After that,
it was so good. It was so good.
Bro, yeah, Xavi Simmons. They killed Xavi Simmons that day, man. Bro, he made so many chances.
Him and Openda finishing disaster.
That day, man. They sold that day.
No, but I think also, like, what is that? Maybe you've explained it to me. Maybe it's just because the family is like, what does he see in him? And it is so obvious that, like, Gyokeres is a hot property. Like, you see, Sesko was a hot property, like, what, 2 seasons ago? No longer anymore.
The biggest thing? No, AJ, you want to know what's the biggest thing? Gyokeres is more coachable. Arteta likes those, like, the kids that, like, the guys that don't argue against him, like the guys who are obedient. And Sesko is a young kid who doesn't have that much of an ego, right?
And KJ.
Ego.
And also, do you know if Sesko doesn't work out, the fans and Arteta have another excuse. Well, Sesko's young, so
Yeah, he's a kid.
But if you bring in Gyokeres, all the pressure is on. You brought a top tier striker at his peak, and if it doesn't work, like
wait, what? Top tier?
How is he top tier? Striker, not a top tier.
No. Gyokeres goes to any top club, he would.
No,
work.
he's not.
He doesn't. He doesn't.
Okay. Who are the top tier strikers now?
No.
That's the problem.
There are none.
All of them are.
No. Based on the world we're living in, he is a top tier striker. Based on the world we're living in,
there is no top tier strikers. There are none.
No.
Relative to the players who are playing right now.
Relative to what's happening now.
Wait, you know who it is? You know who it is? It's Lewandowski, who's a piss bag merchant.
No. Isak is better than him. I'll be real with you. Isak is better than him. Like, Isak is clearly better than Isak. But
not many people better than
Isak. Is better than Sesko and.
No. Okay, but guys, let's be real. Gyokeres, despite what you guys may think about Gyokeres is a top 5 striker in the world of football today. Top 5.
That's not
Benjamin Sesko is barely top 50.
No one's even mentioned the guy's name.
So many strikers better than Sesko.
H, can you share my screen?
Moneymates, who are the top 5? In your opinion?
I'd say
This is who we're saying is a top tier striker. Well, look at the stats.
What?
Well, nearly a goal.
There's not a big difference.
People overrate this guy, man. You guys act like he's guaranteed proven signing. Like he's not that
guaranteed.
nice.
It's not.
The guy's saying 27 as well.
This is
okay, Zeman. So in your quickly, Zeman. So you're saying as Aston, don't bother with Gyokeres. Don't buy him.
No. My whole point.
No, Zeman. I don't need a soliloquy. Yes or no? Should Arsenal buy Gyokeres? Yes or no?
No, he's not worth it. None of these.
No. Okay, wait. Hold on, Zeman. Good. Okay. Zeman. So he said no. Who should Arsenal now get that they can achievable?
I'll be real. They need an attacking midfielder more so than anything, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. And at least in that market. At least in that market.
Wait, Zeman. How much is Arteta paying you? How much?
No.
And does he pay weekly or yearly or quarterly?
That's not
to make chances for the Kai Havertz who's gonna miss them.
No.
Wait, Zeman, you opened your mouth and said they need yet another midfielder.
No.
What are you talking about?
My whole point is there's a scarcity in the market to the point where people are approaching Gyokeres as this guy that's gonna absolutely revolutionize them. When he's
no. Okay, wait. Zeman. No. I'm dropping it. Zeman, who is the best? No, Zeman, who is a better finisher? Havertz or Gyokeres? Who's the better finisher?
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen him play in competitive.
So now,
you guys take it.
Oh my goodness.
You guys
I'm sorry. No. Zeman, I'm sorry. But you are just that guy that likes to argue.
When a guy just wants to be stubborn and everything. Sometimes, you know that you don't need to hang on to one thing. You don't need to be.
It's literally the argument with Darwin Núñez.
Share my screen now. This one.
You're being disingenuous, man.
No. Look at his goal tally. No, this is his goal tallies from last season. Look where all his goals are. Can you look at those teams?
It's literally the same.
But J2S, as you have said that.
The Champions League.
No. See, but the striker market ain't great. Hold on, the striker market ain't great. You can't get Isaac. That's far too expensive. Victor Osimhen, his wages are far too high. Who else is there? When your choices are Havertz and Gabriel Jesus.
You know what's the
Nobody's saying Gyokeres is prime Suarez or something.
Exactly. No,
but he's not winning Arsenal. He's not winning Arsenal.
He's not going to win them the league.
No, he needs to be.
Wait. No.
There's a better chance with him than without anybody.
All they need is an upgrade.
These guys are like speaking in a different language. You have a better chance with him than Gabriel Jesus and Havertz.
We're not asking Gyokeres to score against the Man Cities or this thing. Score against the Southamptons. Who cares?
Just upgrade, man. He's just an upgrade on what they have.
I don't get what this.
No. Because I think because
people forget. If we buy him, he's 60 million. That's not that much money. We're not blowing the bank on this guy.
Somebody just bought times 3 of that for
basically. It is such a no-brainer. I am Zima. You just have to be a hater to say that you're getting a finisher for 60 million, but you say no, get an attacking midfielder.
I'm gonna keep it real. When I think of finishers and just looking at the way people were hyping up the likes of Darwin Núñez, who had good numbers in the Portuguese, the way you guys were hyping up this guy, it's to the same degree. You could say.
Wait, hold on, hold up, Zeman, hold up. No, wait, hold up, Zeman. You do know that them getting Gyokeres isn't that we need 40 goals from you. We just need someone just to get like 15 or 20 because we know that we know that Saka's going to get goals, Marcelo's going to get goals, Trossard's going to get goals, but we know that Gyokeres is more likely, again, everything is a gamble. Life is a gamble. But Gyökeres is more likely to get more goals than Gabriel Jesus, who said he's not a striker, and Kai Havertz, who isn't a striker.
Even all the insults you are giving Nunes, I've seen him score winning goals for Liverpool.
Okay. Would Darwin, would Arsenal sign Darwin Nunes make them contenders?
That is such a bad. No. This is such a bad comparison.
Wait, hold on. Money mace.
Of course, he has more numbers.
Hold up, money. Zima, shush.
League comparison is such a bad way to analyze players because Guirassy and Werner both scored goals in the Bundesliga. But so you're going to tell me that Werner and Guirassy are the same level? No, they're not. They're clearly not. If you watch the games, if you watch both of them finish, if you watch the amount of chances they get, one is clearly a better finisher, and that's Guirassy. But using your logic, Arsenal could go get Werner, and they could win the league because Werner also scored goals in the Bundesliga.
But we could also base it on the frequencies of goals scored, just like they two just showed. The majority of the frequency of goals scored are against teams.
Yeah, it's against.
That's where the majority of these goals are scored. It's not like
elite goal scorers are stat padders. What is everyone's issue with this? Go watch Haaland's goal record.
No. We're saying look at the teams they're playing. This isn't the Bundesliga or even the Serie A. This is the Portuguese league.
J2S, you want to know why?
No. Wait. Okay, hold on. Wait. Quickly. So, okay, hold. J2S. So, what should Arsenal do then? What should Arsenal do this summer?
They can't just get Gyökeres. They have to get who's crane for Gyökeres, by the way. Odegaard.
Saka's
That's it.
No. Wait. Hold on. So, Jason, are you saying that they should not bother with Gyökeres, or are you saying Gyökeres and others?
He doesn't even suit their style of play as well.
Hold on. Hold up. J-Swiss.
Yeah, Abdullah's actually right now because Gyökeres isn't. With the way Arsenal play, they don't play like Sporting. Sporting are transitioning, they go right in behind. Arsenal don't do that. They pass the ball for centuries and then they get it to the box.
Which is more pressure on the manager to make him
You don't know if he can translate.
Yeah, but Arteta's not going to change. Arteta's not going to change his tactics.
No. Okay, but hold up, Monimus. But see, that's where I concede. If you're Arteta, and we know how Arteta is, and how strong-headed he is, he's going to be like, I want a player that suits how I want my team to play. And I think someone even mentioned it on the streets. Ekitike.
Too expensive.
Because I think... Wait, so how much is he going
100
for?
million euros, and they're not budgeting.
100 million euros.
They're not budgeting.
No, it's 85 million euros per annum.
We've been negotiating. We have more money than Arsenal, bro. Relax, man. It's not happening.
Okay, I mean... Okay, would you?
No. Okay. Hold on, minute. This, no, wait, hold on. This is the reality. If you can't get Ekitike, wait, hold up. If you can't get Ekitike, I think that should be your main thing, Ekitike. If not, if Arsenal go into next season and they don't have a striker, I'm sorry. In the words of KJ, that would be diabolical.
Moneymaker, are you taking Mateta?
If we can't get our main targets, yes.
They would prefer to get Mateta than a Gyökeres, man.
Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, let me come to. I want people haven't spoken. So, Ahmed, your thoughts on this whole Gyökeres thing? Do you think Gyökeres will work at Arsenal or no? I think I'm asleep. Zima,
No.
Bring up Machiavelli's comment as well.
No, from
midfield.
From my point of view, like I don't think you guys understand. Like when you look at someone like Odegaard, who isn't creative outlet, that's why I say creative outlet. But if you're looking for the striker position, why would you spend up to 60 to 70 that's being reported for a guy that you know, or you're not sure of that is at the prime of his age, and you're willing to spend money on him because. And he's not going to move the needle. Why wouldn't you bring in someone like you said, like someone? No. That's not
KJ, he said they should get an attacking midfielder. That's what he said.
No. My point is, you don't spend.
So Odegaard, Alex Bayern, and Havertz are going to win.
No. Odegaard isn't doing anything for you. That's my whole point. Odegaard
No, Z-Man, standard business. You said Arsenal don't get a striker, gets yet another attacking midfielder, and they can win the treble.
I never said that.
Arsenal don't. Wait, Arsenal don't have an attacking
Where will
midfielder.
you play the attacking midfielder?
No. My whole point.
Zeman, you said they should get an attacking midfielder. Yes, that's what you said.
Isn't Odegaard their captain?
Okay,
hold up. Yes or no? Did you say they should get an attacking midfielder? Yes or no? You said the attacking midfielder.
Yes.
Okay,
where would they play him?
Over Gyokeres.
God, look, I don't know.
Because the way I see it, there's plenty. You could literally go for Alex Bayern, bro. He's going to Atleti.
He's going to Atleti.
He's still available. They haven't
Bayern,
motion.
Odegaard's right midfield, man. Jeez.
Bro, I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro.
No. You don't play Odegaard. You drop him
every game.
You don't play him.
Arteta's not dropping Odegaard.
That's the whole point. He's not gonna
Yes.
play
You're not even being realistic here.
People, you know what? At the end of the day, talking is free. Talking is free. People are just talking. Alex Bayern.
Bayern or Odegaard Rice, man. I can't do it.
No, we're not saying play Odegaard. We're saying get rid of Odegaard. He's not creating for your striker.
Zima, throw in Sancho. Zima, should we throw in Sancho? Zima, should we throw in Sancho?
I'll get rid of Odegaard.
No. What I'm saying is that Arsenal are damned either way because you got Gyokeres and then you're going to say Odegaard's creating for him. That's not good.
My whole point is.
But J2S, if we pay 60 million for a striker, there's going to be more money to spend on other positions. So it's not just Gyokeres.
Yeah, but what? No, but who are these? But who are these targets you're going for?
They're looking at like wingers, right? They're looking at wingers.
Yeah, but no. Name the wingers.
Which wingers? You're saying Nico Williams?
Marcus,
so who else are you gonna get?
Leao ain't that guy, man.
Leao is worth 100 million plus.
Look. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't.
Okay. Wait. No. Hold up. Okay. Wait. No. Hold up. Guys, it's actually Hold up. It's very simple. Just. The transfer market is just like life. Nothing is guaranteed. Everything is a gamble. But you have to use basic logic. I want to give myself a chance to do better. Any player you buy can be a brick. Nothing is guaranteed. But what you want to do is let me at least attempt to improve and let me take a gamble. So if Arsenal gets Gyokeres and Leao, that is an improvement on what they had last season. It simply is. Exactly. If Leao and Gyokeres now fail, are you now going to say it was a mistake? No. You gambled, but it didn't pay off. But the gamble still made sense. All because they didn't work out doesn't mean that the gamble did not make sense. The gamble still made freaking sense.
Wait,
let
me ask the question.
Okay, wait. Hold on. KJ, what's it? KJ. Hold on. KJ.
You know what's the worst thing about this Gyokeres' goals against the stat, the skewed stat, as people say, all strikers stat pad. The top 6 games consist of 10 out of 38 games in a season. So the other 28 games in a season, if he's scoring, right, and he scores 2 or 3 against the top 6 in those 10 games, no one's really going to care as much. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, there's logic, right? They shouldn't take the gamble, right? But they should somehow take a gamble on a set score. I've watched Leipzig for 2 years. That's not your guy that's going to get you there.
This
now.
You made that up by yourself, bro. Nobody's out here.
I didn't say you. I said I'm talking about people. I didn't say you. I didn't say Z-Man, so relax. The second thing is, right? The third thing is, as HH just said, every player is a gamble. To sit down, right, and say that, you should not buy him, right? Even though he's a clear upgrade on what they have. No one's asking Gyokeres or Leao to come in and score 30 and 20 goals behind him. But are they an upgrade on what they currently have? Yes. And the last thing is, right, this thing about Odegaard, he's more likely to get an extension worth 300 grand a week than he is to get dropped by Arteta. So get this. We have to be realistic here. We have to look at the strikers on the market, right? Who could possibly improve Arsenal, right? And who it would make sense for them to go for, right? Don't talk about these hypotheticals like dropping their captain and just the next because what's that going to do for you, right? That doesn't make sense.
Well, they're not going to go anywhere if you have Odegaard in your midfield. I'm going to keep real. You're not winning a league title or if you have Odegaard in your midfield.
But Z-Man, you're talking about Odegaard. Yes, I don't want Odegaard. But who in the world is going to buy him?
No, the whole point is you replace him in the starting 11, and you talk about Leao, right? Leao is going to be worth.
He's too expensive to sit on the bench.
Let's keep it real. Like Leao is not a cheap purchase. Let's keep it real.
Leao's track star. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's
Martinelli
like if you're
plays
investing
for
in
looking
that,
at the
you're
floor.
gonna have to invest at least 130,
Yeah,
bro.
Look,
It's not.
I'll be
Leao
honest with you.
doesn't move the needle.
Yes, he does. He almost
No,
certainly
he doesn't.
does.
He really
looks
doesn't.
at the floor.
Martinelli, bro, do you know who they have? Do you know who Arsenal have? Do you know who Arsenal
Guys,
have?
I played a central midfielder at striker all of last season.
Come on, man.
You guys are saying that stick with Mikel Merino rather than get Gyokeres.
No, I'm not saying stick with him. I'm just saying these aren't the guys.
That's all we're saying, bro.
This is the problem.
Okay, saying these are not the guys. Then who are the guys that they can get?
Everyone keeps saying move the needle. These move the needle players don't exist. You want to get Isak from Newcastle? They got top 4 in a trophy. You need to spend 200 million to get it.
You know, I say what it is. Arsenal missed the boat because they had the choice. They had the chance to get Isak when he was at Sociedad.
Yes, that was a different conversation, and I agree with you on that. But we're here now.
But that ship has sailed.
No, we missed the boat.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just...
also, I remember the time where I think it was on many people's streams, especially the Gunners, and they turned their nose and said, "Well, we don't want some unknown injury-prone striker who has barely any goals."
But no one knew he was going to be this. No one knew.
Nobody wanted Jesus.
You should have taken a risk.
Nobody wanted Jesus.
60 million
Nobody
risk.
wanted Jesus.
60 million risk on a player who had scored like 9 goals the season before La Liga. That's like saying buy fucking Hoyland. That's the kind of risk that Isak was. I'm not saying he was the same player.
Whoa. Hoyland was doing it in Atalanta in Serie.
No, but look at the goal numbers. We're talking about strikers. We're talking about strikers and numbers, right? Isak's numbers the season before were not worthy of a £60 million transfer, were they? They won.
So yeah, Isak only scored 10 plus goals in one season before joining Newcastle.
No, but I'm saying logically, right? Not many teams aside from Newcastle are willing to drop that £60 million.
So okay. Can I ask Zeman a question? So Zeman, you work for Arsenal. You're head of like talent recruitment. What can Arsenal do in the transfer window that can make them realistically win a trophy next season? What should they do if you're in charge?
Are you saying I'm the sporting director, right? So I just make all decisions.
Sporting director, unlimited budget, buy who you want.
I'll be real with you. Like in terms of positions they need, I just don't think the likes of Gyokeres is as much.
Zeman, we get that. Who do they get? Who do they get?
Okay,
who do Arsenal get?
You look for an attacking midfielder, and you could probably bring in Lookman for cheap compared to Leao.
Jesus
I feel like that's a better investment than spending on someone like Gyokeres.
I won't lie to you.
Wait, hold on, Zeman.
If I'm paying you and you
I know Gyokeres is the
At
Antichrist.
least,
so Zeman, you're saying no striker. Don't get a striker. That's what you're saying.
I mean, this striker market is dead.
Zeman, ask a simple question.
No, I'm investing.
Good, no strikers. Okay, good, no striker. Okay, good.
Jesus Christ, man.
That's what I'm saying. I'm investing on.
So Arsenal go another season with Kai Havertz and Jesus, who has knee surgeries on both.
Amazing.
I'm telling you,
absolutely
bro,
amazing.
I don't spend that type of money on a guy that's not even that good, man.
We can't be watching the same.
I don't rate that guy one bit. I'm just telling you, I don't rate that guy one bit.
Zeman. We lost an FA Cup match because Kai Havertz missed from 5 yards out 4 times.
You know what?
As bad as you think,
Zeman, you can't respond to that. Zeman, you can't respond to that. Zeman, I will slap the living daylights out of you if you tell me that Gyokeres misses from 5 yards out. Zeman, I will slap the.
How do we know he wouldn't, bro? Let's be honest, the pressure's higher, man.
Yeah, okay, I'm done. Okay, okay, I'm done.
I don't rate that guy one bit. I'm gonna keep him real, man. I don't rate that guy one bit.
Have you guys ever heard of the term useful break?
Wait, was it Money Mates?
Even if you think Gyokeres is a break to a degree.
Change your life. Giroud is a useful break. Would Giroud change your life?
Yeah, well, he's got against Atletico for Chelsea. Did he not?
You guys don't really understand. Like,
he's got against Atletico for Chelsea. Did he not?
Bro, there are so many strikers better than Sesko. Bro, I laugh at Liam Delap. Delap is better than Sesko. Delap is actually better than Sesko.
They don't watch Leipzig, so they wouldn't know. They don't want
Benitez, man.
Sesko misses 20 chances a game and does one thunder strike from outside the box, and everyone thinks he's like new Zlatan or some shit.
Money Mates, do you think Havertz is better than Sesko?
Do you know what
I think it's pretty close. I think it's pretty close.
I think
it's pretty close.
Yeah.
He's just a right-footed Sesko, man. I mean, Havertz.
Not that far off.
Whichever one.
You know what's the first thing? You know what's the worst thing? You know what's the worst thing about all of this? The guy that they were signed, right? First of all, to be a centre forward. First of all, said he's not centre forward, and second, he's never on the pitch. So he's practically he doesn't even.
No. But look. To be fair.
Go back to the hospital, bro.
No. To be fair, look. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, it doesn't even matter what Arsenal do. Gyokeres, no Gyokeres. If they do everything Zima says or J2 says, I don't think it matters. Looking at the transfer window, what Liverpool and City have done, I'm sorry. I think the 3 in a row second place was
Chelsea.
it. That was
No,
it.
no. Look. The bigger issue here is Arteta's not the guy. Arteta is not the guy. He's not the guy.
I think forget him being the guy. I think they've missed their boats, bro. Because I'm sorry.
Saliba Madrid 2026.
That's the issue, bro. Bro, Pep has been drilling for all for the past 2 weeks.
And say what you want about Chelsea. Say what you want about Chelsea.
No, I need to debunk this. I need to debunk this. 1 second. I need to debunk this. 1 second.
180 million already.
Okay, hold on. Say what you want about Chelsea. These are young players have had like a season or 2 with each other now. They will start.
Yeah, we're finishing above them next day, by the way. Just to give you a heads up, we're finishing above them next day.
Relax.
Gatlock hasn't revealed.
Wait, hold on for Gatlock.
That top 4 is not going to be as easy as it was before for us now, because 100%. In the last 2 seasons, second
they're going to
place
reach
easy.
top 4 minimum.
No. Of course they would, but they may not finish second like before.
They might not get top 4.
So Abdallah, you said that you want to debunk all.
Okay, 1 second. This is the thing. Last summer, no one said anything. No one complained about us. We only spent 25 million on Savinho. No one was complaining about us spending then.
And now you're doing well.
Okay, January.
And then as soon as we have
what happened in January?
Because we had a bad season. We wouldn't have made top 4 if hadn't we not.
Can I say something?
Because you had a bad season.
Can I say something? No. Can I say something?
No. Hold on. Let me
finish. We spent 180, and then we've spent 108. So I don't know what's the issue. So
wait, so
you think the spending is finished?
Spending's not finished. No, it's not.
What's your
argument? Abdallah,
we're gonna let go.
Can I go on this? Can I go on this?
Wait. Gatlock, we're saying.
Okay, let me understand what this guy just said. He said he needs to debunk something. Then what he now said was, we didn't. No, wait. He now said we didn't spend anything last summer. Nobody talked. We now spent. Now everybody's talking. No shit. Like what? Of course we spend. Nobody talk.
Abdallah, that breakdown might be yours, bro. That breakdown might be yours, man.
So we're not allowed to spend, everyone else. So everyone else.
Under
everyone else is allowed to
investigation,
spend.
they dropped 200 million in January.
No. Abdallah, no. You are under investigation for spending, and you know what you do? You're tripling down on your spending.
This is the thing. How does this make sense? Arsenal have to use shareholder loans to spend. They have to spend because they're on the fringes of breaking FFP. We sell our players. We sell our academy players. We actually make profit on our players
and make fake sponsorship.
Where are the sponsors from?
In instance, until proven guilty, it was between it. And we're
still drop another one.
Wait, what did he say?
Didn't Chelsea sell their women's team to themselves?
Abdallah, do you think OJ did it?
No.
Wait, hold on. Let me get to that. So shout out to Wing. Okay, no. I don't really start. Maria. All right. Okay.
For this guy, man.
I hope that this guy is gone, bro. Modric is gone. Well, first of all, he's lost his number 10 jersey. I'm sending him to Kiev.
Doesn't he have like 7
Wing,
years?
I'm not bringing that up. I'm not bringing that up.
Doesn't he have like 7 years?
I'm using my... Okay.
Better Matter, man.
Okay, thank you for that, Wing. Trans FC. Pogba football ruined my brain because what the F? Okay. All right. That's right. They're saying Gyokeres did a pizza on Ruben. No 3 times. What? I'm confused.
Peter Pan? I don't know.
Wait.
Gyokeres said, "I no need daddy. I'm grown now." Huh?
Wait.
Okay. No, like as in Amarim, he doesn't need Amarim to hold his hand.
Oh. Shout out to Amarim, bro. Shout out to or the Amarim job. Tats FC. United buying. All right. Okay. Shout to the Don. Osimhen is asking for 200k a week, just like Gyokeres is asking for. I do think Osimhen is clearly the best striker option on the market. I'm with Zip. I don't know.
Osimhen's not been asking for 200k a week. I'm hearing a lot more than 200k a week.
No, he's asking for more than that. He's asking for more than that. I think he's asking for more than that.
You're going to agree with the guy
I heard
with
he
the
was
wrong
trying to
figure.
bump Chelsea for like 300 plus or something.
Hey, look.
Yeah, but money makes whenever a player's going to Chelsea, obviously, of course they're going to ask for more money. That's what Chelsea's like.
Tats FC. Rest in peace. Underdog gimmick from Liverpool.
Facts.
150
No
for
longer
Perwitz. Oh wow.
No more underdog gimmick.
Perverts.
Oh, perverts. Oh. Rick, United are just window shopping. They're getting leftovers after every other big team.
And Tottenham sold Mbeumo from Man United the other day as well.
Oh, so is Mbeumo actually going to United?
No. AJ, I think he's
Tottenham.
gonna pick. He's gonna pick United. He's gonna pick.
No, he's rejected.
Yeah,
he's rejected everyone.
I dare him to go to Daddy Frank.
He wants United. He wants United.
The wages. Tottenham don't pay anyone more than 190, and that's so.
Yeah, Tottenham just signed Tell as well.
Wages, man.
So shout out to your boy Bran. Off topic, just played Family Trivial Pursuits. I was a break. Those literature and history questions were tricky. Anybody played it? Has anybody played Family Trivial Pursuits?
No, I have never.
No, I played chess, man.
I was going to make a joke, but it's
KJ, you say you play chess.
Yeah.
Have you watched Searching for Bobby Fischer?
No, but I know who Bobby Fischer is. It's quite interesting, guys.
Oh no! Watch the film. Great film. Great chess film.
I'll watch it.
It's a chess film, really?
Yes.
Bobby
No,
Fischer.
it's the best chess film.
Is it good? What's it called?
Really?
Searching for Bobby
I
Fischer.
actually like chess.
Have you
ever learned a game by just getting beaten all the time until you just finally understood how to play?
Hey, what the US government did to Bobby Fischer is diabolical.
Oh no! I've heard stories. Shout to the Don. Never mind. I'm not with Z-Man. Arsenal to get a 10.
Oh, they haven't been linked with the 10. They haven't been linked with the 10.
By the way,
Ziban, that's one of your worst takes. Ziban, that's one of your worst takes. Ziban, that's one of your worst takes. Wait, hold on. Before I go, shout out is Nwaneri snatches Ode's chain by November as long as Arteta doesn't resort to his cowardice ways. Rodrigo.
They're talking about some Rodrigo.
Rodrigo. That's something I've heard.
Although I've heard that he's a
Sorry, before you go. Rodrigo or Leao? Who'd you take?
Here's the thing. I would prefer Rodrigo, but the problem is I think Xavi Alonso is going to convince him to stay, which is why I said Leao. I think Rodrigo is a better player than Leao, and I would take him at Arsenal. But listen, we need the position's priority is, in my opinion, left winger first, striker second, then we get the number 10 afterwards. Here's the thing: if we can get a striker and a left winger, we could counterattack next season and then still do well. But
guys, Matt, time to see Messi dunk on this Alali boys, man. One love, guys. Peace out.